Us. Hello, everyone. Hey.
Oh, did it work?
Yeah,
You
it
did
worked.
it right?
Well,
Yay,
yay!
Chad!
I think it worked.
Him.
We don't. Hold on. We're gonna
Oh,
adjust
are
the
you-
camera.
Yeah.
There we go. There's
There's
Kim.
Kim.
Yay.
Hey,
Woo.
oh, he's
Yay.
actually here.
I don't like
Okay.
being on screen.
Quick, turn your head that way.
Yeah, there we go. All right. So, everyone, listeners, I hope everyone can hear me. If you
Hold on.
can't,
That's what
yell
she
at me
said.
in the chat.
Cheers.
But welcome to our Chaotic Goodness podcast Christmas special.
Yes, but it's empty.
This is our inaugural
Yes, please.
Christmas live stream. We have no idea what we're doing, so if this is very
No
painful
idea.
for you guys, it's twice as painful for us, probably.
Thank you for
Yeah.
calling it inaugural instead of first annual.
That's good. That's
Yes.
good.
Real quick with the mic check, can everybody hear us, or are we
Thank you,
overwhelming?
James.
Because I care. Here's your liquor.
Now we gotta wait for the chat
Cheers.
delay.
Oh yeah, cheers. Hey.
Hey,
Cheers.
woo!
There we go. Liquor. Yes.
Do the thing. There we go. All
Yay.
right, excellent.
Clink glasses. Clink glasses.
All right. Oh, let me get into Reaper real quick and record too.
You sound good.
Good idea.
We sound good. Oh,
We
We
sound
always
good.
sound good.
This is true.
Don't lie to him for his
Yeah.
ego.
we
Thank
have
you.
excellent voices
important.
and faces for radio.
Why are we broadcasting video?
All right. So
Somebody lost a bet.
now that we're recording, so we're doing something a little different for our Christmas special this year. We're doing this live, and we are going to involve our audience. Anybody who's watching the stream gets to kind of direct what's going on. I have a little bit of a story in mind, but everybody else gets to fill in the blanks. And so what I'm going to do then is I'm going to ask the audience for some information, the name of a planet, a weird characteristic of an NPC. No mimes.
Stutter.
Mime.
Stutter. Stutter.
We don't do stuttering mimes in Chaotic Goodness. This is what
He
I
has
have to
Tourette's.
put
Be
up
nice to him.
with. I'm trapped in a vibrating box.
Mine with Tourette's just be.
All right.
Perfect. Anyway.
So we're going to do a little Christmas episode, and if anybody, when I ask for help for something random, just type it in the chat. We'll go with whatever gets the most votes, or anything that I find more interesting and potentially painful for the
Of
players.
course, this is all about Chad's ego.
Mayor Mike McMilk.
Cut.
All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So we are going to start on a small population type planet. You guys are on the fringes of Union space. Not so much that you have to worry about legal entanglements when you're closer into the core, but you're just on the outskirts, on the fringes, where you guys can operate, and there's a lot less of a law enforcement presence. Now, the question is, for the audience, what job did the crew just finish doing?
Kidnapping.
No, we're not going to kidnap. Hold on, let's wait.
That.
Let's wait for the chat.
We did do that.
Do we blow up a meth lab?
Wrong show.
Yeah, let's not
It's not breaking chaos.
influence.
It can be.
It can be. Want to start a business?
Listen.
Oh no.
Did we start a business? Is that the job we just
So-
got?
I don't know. Whatever it is, it looks good.
So the suggestion from Dusk Fey Druid is wiping down the blowhole of a space whale.
We have had enough sputum for any crew
I said we
ever.
run with it.
Spoil.
It's an endangered species. We had to keep them alive. There's some barnacles there, some other stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
And spoil just rolls right off the tongue.
It
Yeah.
does.
So
It does.
I think we're gonna go ahead with that. So you guys have landed on the planet to takes a break, maybe some R&R after cleaning the barnacles out of the blowhole of a space whale that you guys were
Spoil.
hired to do.
Spoil. And
A spoil.
Flossie and
Spark-
Hental are
sparkles?
constantly mocking Dr. Zeke for choosing the wrong hole.
I didn't take that much xenobiology.
Just saying. Also, why would a space whale have a blowhole? There's no air in space.
It helps to alleviate the vacuum.
Yeah.
Perfect. I'm taking it. I just want some scientific
Yeah,
backing
it's a-
out any
because-
fascinating
no, no,
insight.
no,
Let's do a science.
No,
We'll-
because Gideon tries to explain this. He says, no, you see, because space whales, they have a blowhole to equalize the pressure from their suck hole.
Ah.
right.
I mean, I
Right.
thought everybody knew
Like
that.
a shop vac?
Well, I thought
Something
Zeke would
like
have
that.
known that, but he was the
It's
one.
good.
Yeah,
Again,
that's-
very little xenobiology.
Spoils are like the shop vacs of the galaxy. That's why their blowholes get clogged with space barnacles. With sparticles a lot. Yeah.
Yes.
There we go. All right.
Uh,
So you guys land on this planet. So you guys you're taking a break. Some of you are probably a little more squicked out than others about like scrubbing out a blowhole.
Are more what than others?
Squicked out.
Squicked.
Squicked out.
Squicked.
yeah.
Yeah.
It must be one of those Louisiana things.
Yeah.
I guess. I don't
Yeah. It's a real word now because he made it up.
know. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's important.
So what would the four of you be doing? Gideon's not leaving the ship.
I'm mocking the living shit out of Zeke.
Okay.
You
So
wanna go
so
to a
Zeke.
bar and do
Oh,
that?
there's gonna be foul language, listeners.
I'll go
I'm
to a
sorry.
bar.
Yes, this is an explicit podcast. If you don't like that, please feel free to leave.
I
But
don't.
so
Or stick around and just, enjoy it.
yeah, you might learn some new words. So so Zeke goes into a bar and Hental's following him, just mercilessly mocking him the whole time, saying
Vicious.
wrong
Vicious
hole,
mockery.
wrong hole.
Yeah.
Doing vicious mockery. So a little bit of a different game there.
Oh, so you're the bard.
You can just hurt
Got
his,
it.
You can just hurt his
Didn't know
feelings,
that
not his
the
hit
whole
points.
time.
I hadn't thought about it until now, apparently.
Hashtag
Alright.
newsflash.
Yeah.
Cleric, bard,
Okay.
fighter,
Rogue.
sorcerer, rogue,
Okay. So
Totally.
and Chad.
Yes.
the doctor's going to the bar. Hental's following
It's
him.
the first time you got that
What are the
far.
ladies
Anyone,
doing?
and it was a whale.
Following them.
Okay.
Very amused.
Okay. And what is Rin doing?
I going with everybody else.
All right. So everybody's going to the bar.
Sure.
All right.
We're
You
leaving
step in.
Gideon alone on the ship.
Whatever. He doesn't want to come with us anyway. And he was like super mean lately, so yeah.
I have
He
to.
can
Re-
stay.
I have to recalibrate my shower.
And clean all the consoles.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Very important.
they are kind of dirty.
Yeah,
Also-
can't imagine why.
Also, Zeke's room has a funky odor coming from it still.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, because it's that residue of spoop.
Spoop.
Okay. So
From
you
the
all go
septic
into the
system.
bar. You have a few drinks and let's see. What is anybody want to do anything special or just drink a lot?
Just drink a lot.
Just drink a lot.
Well,
We're gonna
Drink
play
and
to our
mock.
strengths.
I vote for special. What? Okay.
Oh.
I'm assuming there's no player piano and saloon style doors that I have to avoid. So,
No.
what is present in the bar?
Ooh, do they have like the shuffleboard thing with the little discs, hockey puck things?
You
and,
know,
like, the
Something.
They-
Darts, pool.
What is that thing called?
Actually,
Billiards?
you know what?
Is there
Billiards.
a spilliard table?
Like
Oh.
billiards, but in space. Just so we're clear.
Yes.
Okay, listeners, what kind of old dinky rundown bar games do they have in the saloon?
Old dinky rundown.
Yeah.
It's on the fringes. It's
Okay.
their stuff's not going to be in good repair.
I suppose.
So it'll be in disrepair.
Sparts.
You know, if we're going to continue,
Somebody's on the space train.
if we're going to continue doing this, I'm going to need more
The
alcohol.
spray.
Don't worry, we have a
Well,
selection.
we have a
Some-
broad
Do you want
selection of
stout, half, cider, or whiskey?
Wild turkey
Give me
rye.
a half.
yes, wild turkey. Yeah,
You sure you don't want some
Yeah,
straight
good
liquor?
old Widmer.
That's next.
Gotta love
Okay.
that hefty. Bring it.
Gotta charge my
Oh,
lucky
hey,
guys.
this is for blind rat. Juice. What?
What?
He's watching.
What?
Hmm.
It's a
Okay.
thing.
I'm
I'll
not
explain
judging.
later.
Did you say choose?
Juice.
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 Okay.
You get it right. You have to say that when you open the beer.
Godberry,
I will.
king of the juice.
In his
Okay.
honor.
So I'm still waiting for a suggestion for some kinds of like a bar game or something that is
Yeah.
here. And blind rat responded with juice.
The ancient Earth
Juice.
game of juice.
Okay,
Juice
so
pong.
we have a vote for Spuffleboard.
Hey,
Spuffleboard it
there we
is.
go.
Hey, wait, is that what they called it? Did they actually? Who was that?
That was Lacilinata Nario.
Lacilinata Nario, you're a fucking champion. Thank you.
Yay!
Oh,
Thank
Autumn.
you.
Autumn.
Oh,
Autumn,
yeah, that's
autumn,
right. Autumn.
Autumn, you're
Cool.
a fucking
Yes.
champion.
Yes.
Spiazzi.
Hey, we have the dice for it.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
almost
Okay,
as good as Spuffleboard.
So we have Spuffleboard and Spotsy.
But no Sparts or
No,
Spinball.
no
what about
Sparks.
Spingo?
No, that's for old people. So,
Spino.
Do they not have a single night?
right,
Spinasta?
moving right along. Y'all want to play
It depends.
Spuffleboard?
Yeah,
play some
I'll
Spuffleboard.
play
Right.
some Spuffleboard.
All right. Does anybody have any skills related to game playing
Spuffleboard playing?
or Spuffleboard skills?
I have medicine and Handel has teaching.
You know, you keep trying to get him to use that teaching.
It's-
I will
Spuffleboard,
at
not
some point
Calvin Ball.
successfully get a teaching role that does
I
not
don't-
involve instruction.
I don't think it means what you think it
I
means.
can intimidate the Spuffles.
Fucking A right, man.
You can intimidate the other players.
Rin's so frightening,
Okay,
she even scares
let's
inanimate
see.
objects.
All right. So, if anybody doesn't have a pertinent skill that can,
Ooh,
Alright, let me
engineering.
look.
sure, engineering,
That's
Something-
sciencey based.
something you can use for Spuffleboard. It's an agility roll.
Tactics.
Yeah. Sure.
Spuffleboard tactics.
Spuffleboard tactics.
What about rulership? Can I use rulership?
King of the
That's a thing.
Spuffleboard.
King of the Spuffles.
Is that really a thing?
If,
King of the
if,
Spuffles.
if Rin's intimidating everybody, sure, I guess you could use leadership.
Boasting.
No, not leadership, rulership.
Sure.
All right. It's very, very different.
All right. So once you all have your dice pool set up, I want you all to roll. Whoever rolls the highest wins.
Ooh.
Agility, huh?
Okay.
You
hang
can
on.
also add your luck if you
It's a
choose.
team sport. Spuffleboard,
Yeah.
shuffleboard. It's
It's
a
a-
team sport, so we have to pick two-person teams. Me and Flossie.
Right on.
Ren.
Done.
Okay.
All right.
So whichever team gets the highest number total wins.
That's still
Roll well.
All right.
please.
Roll well, my people. Wait, is this like an agility game or what?
Agility.
It's agility,
Okay.
and according to Tenchi 23, it's played with live creatures.
Fuck yes.
Yeah,
Okay,
it
but
is.
we also need to know
Yes.
what kind of live creature.
Well, they have to be.
Spuffles.
They have
Yeah.
to.
Are they
yes.
Spuffles?
Yeah,
They're
they're like
They're
tiny
Spuffles.
little fuzzy slash
Kind of like
spiky.
tribbles.
Hedgehoggy.
Whoa,
type
whoa,
of
whoa,
stuff.
whoa, whoa!
That
That
is
is copyrighted.
No.
I said
No.
kind of like.
Similar to yet legally
Similar
distinct.
to. Right, yes.
Yes.
Yes. Legally
Scribbles.
distinct.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fine.
All right.
So you're pushing the Spuffles around.
Yes. 1, 2,
And-
3,
Okay.
4. All right. Here we go.
I'll be back.
Sure, why not?
Ooh, can you bring back a bowl?
Let's
And
go.
Christy will be back.
All right. So I have 5 and 9 and 10, 12.
I have 8, 10, 16, 19.
So that's
Right on.
29.
That's using
Buffalo
rulership.
teammate.
31.
29 for Team Psychic and Anti-Psychic.
31.
31?
12 and 19.
Sorry, I want to.
12. Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, I used the wrong stat. It's going to be 4 off of 19, so 15.
Wait, so what's
I
that
took
total?
the highest of my options.
27.
So 27 for that
Oh,
team.
Thank you.
And Christy's come back with a salsa bowl.
I came back.
Salsa. Sorry.
With a
I fall into
Spuffle.
Jubilee.
Oh!
Christy found a Spuffle.
This is beautiful.
It's Christmas colored.
There we go.
Oh god, we have a mascot now.
It's a Spuffle.
It has eyes.
Well,
Oh,
They're
yeah.
yeah.
and
Give me-
How do you
fluffy.
think it hunts its prey?
It's
I got a 16.
I got a 13, which means that we beat
Of
Team
course we
Psychic
did.
and Anti. Yeah, like there was ever going to be a question about
Can
that.
you roll to compel to make them think they lost?
Yes.
She can. Now, the question is she going to?
You're
I have a better idea.
All right.
Okay.
We need to play another round.
Okay.
okay.
She's gonna make me spook myself.
No, also wrong podcast. That's that very good podcast.
Yes.
Yeah, they do that.
Oh,
There you go.
jeez.
The
The
sound.
Come on.
Does that have a break time score?
Yes.
Fuck that. Where
yes,
are we
it is.
now? It's open. All
I
open.
tried to tell him
Listen, just
that
because
that was
Okay.
we're live,
worthy.
Put it
But
down.
it's-
just because we're live
walking
doesn't mean
distance,
the
too.
standard needs to change.
The people need to see
I'm
me.
still gonna be
That's
chomping
true.
carrots.
They do.
Well,
The
you're not
people.
wrong. You're not wrong.
All
The
of your
people
people.
want your face.
Yes.
Round two, shuffle board.
Yeah.
All right.
Sure.
Come on, shuffle board.
So I'm going to
Ooh.
stand at the side of the table, the scoring side, and use summon to assist the Spuffle.
You're gonna like yank Spuffles around with your psychic powers.
Uh-huh.
Perfect. Knew I signed up for
The
this.
Spuffles are acting erratically.
I know.
Well, there needs to be a logic roll involved.
No, no
This is
logic.
not how
No, for
physics
that.
be
For
done.
that.
No,
To
no,
detect
they
it.
don't need to see it.
Well, she's trying to call it out. That's all I'm saying. If
I
she's gonna call
encourage
it
them.
out.
So if anybody on the opposing team has like any kind of perception based skill,
Biology?
that actually has more applicability
if
than
you
my
want to
teaching.
if
I
you
have
want to see
say.
whether or not Spuffles can naturally move like that, maybe
Wait, how common
sure.
are spuffles within the galaxy?
Psychology?
Fairly common.
Oh, common. Okay.
It's like no, not Spuffle psychology.
Do you have spuffle mating patterns?
I
I know you
I
don't have.
don't think that's a skill.
I know you don't have spoil mating patterns because you
No.
fucked that up already. But
I have
Literally.
xenology.
You have what now?
Xenology.
Sure.
Okay. And that's an
Xenology.
intuition.
Oh, okay.
Xenology.
All right, got it.
This is why I drink.
xenology, the study of finding inner peace.
11.
Okay.
I know apparently less about Spuffles than I do spoils.
Apparently.
All right. So what roles happen here? So Zeke didn't notice.
I just want H it. I'll try this
So
pineapple salsa.
we shouldn't really even need to roll to see if we're successful.
Well, if you want to be subtle about it,
Oh, that's true. We should
you
be
do actually
subtle.
have to play.
We need to be subtle.
Can I provide a distraction while she's being subtle?
sure.
I will bluff the fuck out of this.
I got a 15.
I don't even need to bother.
What did you get?
I didn't even roll. I was grabbing dice. I can.
Do the
Should I?
thing. Yeah,
Alright,
we
I'll
need to
do
be
the thing.
convincing.
I'll do
At least
Yeah.
you didn't set it something on fire this time.
We have to have like every single
What
game
did you
has
get,
all
Zeke?
bluffs in.
Wait, is the
Huh?
spuffle board
Did
table
you
made of
roll
wood?
to play?
Oh
'Cause
yeah,
The
11,
friction
I thought.
might set it on
Play?
fire.
Yeah.
Don't spill your drink on it.
Is it near a sun? It's on fire.
The friction of wiping your drink off might actually cause it to
The
combust.
table is
possible.
not made out of spud. Okay.
I got 20,
Good. That
You got
I
that
got
was
what?
hazardous.
22. on my bluffing
22?
check.
Okay.
Well,
So. Well,
I got a 19 to play. I'm actually playing.
so you guys.
We are too.
You
just
guys
Well,
play
you
really
gave me
well.
Just a different game.
Yeah.
You feel like you should have won. However,
Yeah.
I will say-
It's like, you know what? You played a good game, but somehow you still lost. You're not certain, but some you suspect, but
I
you don't have any
suspect.
evidence.
I always suspect.
Yes.
Look, if only there were a word for that.
However,
Like an adjective that described.
is
always
it
suspect.
really worth starting a bar fight over?
Especially with your same team.
No,
Same team.
I have enough facial scars. I'm good.
Right. Well,
I'm
right.
too pretty to get in a
I'm
bar
too
fight.
pretty for another bar fight.
So we're just gonna speed things along. You guys, you have a few drinks. You play some Spuffle board. You make friends with a few Spuffles, and
I want to try to pocket a spuffle.
do you have like a sleight of hand or pickpocket or something
Let me
like that?
check. Hang on a second.
Larceny?
I have thievery.
Yep, that'll work.
forgery, Escape artist.
Do thievery,
All right.
agility, and thievery.
All right.
Remember the last fuzzy thing we brought on board the ship?
Yes,
Apparently
I
he
do.
doesn't.
I got a 14.
Took care of
Is
that.
that enough, or do I need a luck die?
Oh,
Excellent. You got a Spuffle in your pocket.
Sweet.
Is
No,
a
that is
Spuffle
not
in
a
your
good-
pocket?
I was totally gonna say that.
See, I knew one
Why
of the
can't it be
middle-aged
both?
moms would say that.
That's our job.
Yeah.
I'm
All
glad
right.
we didn't disappoint
This
you.
this one is in the timeout zone.
All right. So you guys
Oh.
have
Do you have
fun.
your jail ready?
Yeah.
Okay,
Hental
good.
gets a pet spuffle.
It's over here. Here you go.
Oh, there it is.
Thank you. Keep my wild turkey safe. Right.
And so
Because that's what spuffles are good for.
Well,
Mhm.
you have them in bars, so obviously.
is anybody?
Your logic is actually kind of sound, or I'm very drunk.
What up?
Oh, okay. The glass clinking.
Oh,
All right, we'll be
Perfect.
softer next time on our cheers. Sorry,
Oh,
listeners.
Yeah,
very
we'll
sorry.
try not to do that.
I make no promises. I've been
Yes.
drinking.
Okay. And so after you guys are done with the spuffle board, does anybody here like stay at bars overly long and get a little too hammered, or do people tend to leave the party early?
Ren's not drinking at all, so
Okay. All right. So I
this
guess
is just where the
I'm just
people
in it
are.
for the decompression.
you just kind of walk out. Okay.
Yeah.
Is anybody going with Rin? I guess back to the ship, or because it's you guys were out pretty late, so okay.
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
go with
Okay.
him to the ship.
So
I'll stick with my teammate.
okay.
I'm not gonna stay in a strange bar alone.
Okay. So all of you. Okay. So as you all leave,
It's not a spoil after all.
as you all leave the bar, see, Ren, you're out there first. You hear the sound of sobbing coming from the other side of the bar. It sounds like, and as you guys continue walking, the rest of you kind of hear it. Flossie, you hear it next.
Mhm.
It sounds kind of like somebody just, that very deeply wounded kind of sobbing. It says, oh, 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 oh.
You sound like you've had practice with that.
That's Santa.
I am a therapist.
Santa is sad.
What do you do?
Investigate, of course,
Right. So you follow the sounds.
while perceiving emotions.
Okay.
Good call.
So you are following the sound. Is anybody
I'm
else
detecting
following
his
or
sound.
not?
Yeah, sure.
Ren
Every-
is not.
I'll
Rin-
stay with Rin.
So Rin and Zeke just stay behind while the other two go investigate the sound.
It's a
Okay.
bar. Weird things happen here.
So you go over to where the sound is, and you see
These
On
two
the-
are going to be emotionally disarmed, and we will be here to protect them.
Thank
you can't
goodness for
protect
that.
yourself from a spoil. I'm not really taking faith in that.
You know, in his defense, the spoil wasn't actually trying to hurt him.
Oh,
It
touche.
just was,
Touche.
you know,
Fair.
an accident, so to speak.
Quote unquote.
Right,
So
with the
then-
air bunnies. Yes.
Right.
Yeah,
So,
it's,
Hugo
it's,
It's like
like
the spoop incident was an accident.
it's really hard to clean a spoil with a giant spadoosh. Okay.
That's the worst.
No,
part,
I'm sorry.
is
That's the
with
sound it
blowhole.
makes. Sorry. All right. So Flossie, you go walking
Yes.
over there, and you see
And me.
and Hental. So Flossie and Hental go over there, and yes, Fennec, I have a ponytail. Hi.
Thank you, Fennec. I love you.
Hi, Fennec.
You go over there, and you see. First of all, the first thing that you see is a hover skiff, and it looks like it's been badly banged up. It's smoking. It's sparking a little bit with the wiring.
Are you having flashbacks to your truck?
I am.
Oh yeah, James had some truck problems.
For the last
Yeah.
month and a half.
But this is a hover skiff. It's not a.
Thank
No,
goodness.
It's not an IROC, so
That's fair.
Okay. And so you see a
I feel like Renegade should be played from the hover
you
skip.
see a man there is a morbidly obese man in red overalls and kind of like a fur-lined coat, and it looks like he's kind of sprawled out on the side. It looks like the skiff hit a pole on the side of the bar, and he's like holding his leg, and he's got another arm kind of like wrapped up like clenched to his chest, and he's just like sobbing, and he does not look he's had a good day.
Hey,
Mm.
what is the weather like?
The
Right,
weather, it's right now it's dark and cold, and I don't know, it might snow.
I'm going to offer him the spuffle. Like, this makes you feel better. As a direction. Not like a statement, like, not a statement of fact, but like, this makes you feel better.
So you hand him a spuffle.
Yeah.
You hand a wounded man that was just in a skiff accident a spuffle.
Yeah.
Okay.
They have magic healing
Okay.
like crystals.
Yes. So he's like
Hental?
there. He's weeping. He's
Just a moment, Hental.
Okay.
Sir, can we help you?
oh I had a terrible accident, and I'm hurt, and I have so many deliveries I need to make in this colony, and I don't know if I'll be able to make it in time.
Oh. What can we do?
Well, he looks at his leg that's pointed in an odd angle and looks at his arm. He's like, "Oh, first of all, do you happen to know a doctor?"
I do. In
Oh,
fact,
good.
yes. A very good one.
Yes, that I would very much appreciate a doctor right
Watch
now.
out for
Thank you.
lightning scars.
So hang on a second. Brain tickle. Zeke.
Yes.
So you know
It feels like a sheet lightning enema. You're never going to get used to this.
No.
you know it doesn't hurt like you think it does. Gosh. Anyway,
And yet,
so
every time I don't poop right for a week.
I don't know why that is,
How do you
but
think
it's
the
not my
squirrel
fault.
feels?
Hmm.
So anyway, so Zeke, can you come back to the bar, please? Because we found this guy that needs a doctor,
Oh, well.
and you're a doctor,
Yes.
so
yes,
you
I
can
am.
help, right?
I'm the best doctor
You
you
forgot
know.
the air.
That's right. You are the 1 pound doctor. In fact, can you come back over here?
Yeah, of
Okay,
course.
cool.
Number 2 doctor.
No,
Well,
that's
world's okay as
that's-
pilot. 1 pound doctor.
No,
Number 1 goddess.
I never got World's Okay as pilot.
The
No,
best
no.
fighter.
Best fighter.
World's sexiest engineer,
Yeah.
right here.
Uh-huh.
Your
Behind you
world
somewhere?
consists of a fake podcast in your show.
Whatever.
Okay.
I have a rich fantasy life. Right.
It's important.
Right.
It is really. For
Okay,
sanity's
so
sake.
so Flossie, you get Zeke to minister to this man that was in an accident.
Yes.
Minister.
I'm not giving him last rites, but
All right, so Zeke, you look at
You
this
should
guy.
freak him out.
We might need an ambulance.
En nomine Patris, Filii, Spiritus Sanctus.
So you come across this man, and he was in an accident, and it looks like his arm and his leg have been injured.
I'm going to attempt a medicine.
All right.
Medicine the fuck out of the guy.
No, don't say that. That's bad. Okay.
He's gonna kill the guy on the spit. Oh,
Most of
maybe
those
not.
are above 3.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say actually that's pretty
Amazing.
29, yeah.
Hold on.
16,
Wow.
12, 28, 29.
You did a good medicine.
Great. So we're doing a science.
Yes!
Woo!
I'm going to use my new skull dice, courtesy of
Yes.
James.
Oh yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, let's
Yeah, they're
show
pretty rockin'.
let's show them the skull dice that James gave us for
Wait, we
Christmas.
have to make it a tower.
Oh,
Like the yeah.
Wait,
No,
get,
wait a minute. Hang on. Yours. Yeah, yours.
well,
just
they
all-
can't see the die.
yeah, that's
Put it
too
up to the
far away.
camera.
That's too far
Okay,
away.
hang on. Ooh.
But no, that's not
Is it
even the
coming through
webcam that
okay?
you're pointing at.
It looked like
It's
it.
like you see, it's like a little. The pips are skulls.
We can't see it.
Well, that's because there's a delay.
No, even that we couldn't see
Okay.
it. Move straight forward from there.
Who's skill? Who's?
Mine.
Others.
Don't.
Oh,
No, don't give it
Yeah,
to Steve.
don't-
It's
Oh no,
mine.
Steve just cursed it. Oh no.
No,
You
I
didn't
didn't
touch
touch it.
Oh good.
We're safe.
Good.
Yeah.
All right.
Come on, high five.
Wonderful.
Okay.
All
I don't
right.
know where I got those, but they're friggin' awesome.
They are.
So
I don't know why I
here we
think
are
so.
doing a science. So
Thank you, man.
I need
All right.
Steve to give me a medicine roll, and I need somebody else to roll 2d6 4 times, and write down the numbers that you rolled.
Dibs on the first one.
Okay.
9.
No,
Right
no, no,
now.
no,
No,
no.
no, don't add them up. One is a tens, one is a ones.
So you either got 36
Oh.
or 63.
Ew. Let me
Yeah.
do this then.
Mhm.
All right. The red dice is the 10 spot. The 6 dice is the 1 spot. 25.
Okay.
46.
I'll do one
Do it.
just because. 65.
Christy, you
Oh
want one?
yeah. Sure.
Wait, is this medicine or computer?
Fuck it, it's computers.
Is it-
The guy with the space skip was a cyborg.
There we are, medicine. No, that makes much more sense.
Didn't Futurama already do Robot Santa?
Possibly. I
Oh,
don't know.
NW Fairy's keeping track of the numbers that you're rolling. That's
That's
nice.
Aw.
NW Barry, I
Aw,
appreciate it.
thanks.
Wait, the last one's 53?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we got 25.
Also,
Let's see.
mwah.
So you need to secure his paralyzed
That sounds bad.
Tibia.
Coryllium. And what was the last one? 53? Coryllium tissue.
I didn't
feel like
realize that He had curlium
I was
tissue.
gonna say
It's
I thought that
amazing.
was only a feature of
spells.
yeah, spells.
You know, he could be part spelf. He
Mm.
could even be a jolly old spelf.
See what I did there?
Yeah, yeah, you did the thing with the
You're
yeah.
welcome for your
Alright,
service.
so I got
Yeah.
it.
So what'd you roll in your medicine check?
29.
A 20. Oh, you managed to patch him up pretty good.
Good.
Put some air casts or whatever on him, and
Biofoam.
yes, sure.
Cure what ails
Sure.
you.
Sounds good.
Seems like it
Sounded
does a good
super
job.
technical.
And so he's feeling a little bit better, but he's still upset because he has to make some deliveries tonight,
That's jail.
and his legs twisted. He can't accelerate the spiff, and his arms he can't steer it.
Okay, well, this is the best pilot I know.
That's true. I am
Oh.
pretty amazing. However, I also have this skill called teaching. I can teach you to overcome
Oh my
your
gosh!
obstacles.
You might actually get to use it for
I know,
reals.
right?
Oh man.
Listen, don't look at this as a barrier. Look at this as an opportunity to learn a new skill set.
We need like
Makes sense.
uplifting music right now.
Bum, 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 bum,
Okay,
bum,
that's it. 10
bum,
seconds.
bum.
Done. Stop.
That's a myth.
It's a myth.
It is, but it's so funny. Come on, people.
It's a,
All right, so you're telling him that we have a good pilot, so he's like, so he looks at you all kind of amazed, and he says, "Are you saying that you can help me?"
If you pay me.
No,
I
hold
don't
up.
fly for free. Like, whoa, 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 whoa. You ain't family. I don't fly for free, bro.
Don't listen to him. It's
ass,
fine.
gas, or
What do you-
grass.
Did you just say ass, grass, or
Ass,
Cash?
gas, or
You know
grass.
that second option. No. Third. Third. You changed it that time.
2 and 3, basically. Like, whatever. Either way.
Yeah. Fuel is very expensive.
so
Listen,
if you don't have weed or cash,
You want to give me
you're
some
putting out
speed,
Santa.
or you want to give me some fuel? We're
No.
good.
No, Santa does not need to put out. Thanks. No.
How do y'all know he's Santa? He's just a fat guy
We're
in a
just-
red overcoat.
That's his new nickname.
That happens to be a
So
spell.
actually, like
Nicknames.
No,
Santa.
on his overalls is actually a name patch, and it says Nick.
Hey, there you
Yeah,
go. Nick.
Nick.
Sure. Nick.
Fine. Yeah.
All right, Nick, I'm going to call you Spick from now on.
but he also
No.
looks.
no.
No.
So bit.
Fail.
Ceasefire. We found one
We
instance
found
where
a
the SP doesn't work.
Face that doesn't
All
work.
right.
Yes.
Yeah, not
there's
doing
no,
that one.
There's no space Nicks. They don't
No.
live in space.
No.
Nace.
That's no
But-
We'll
longer.
do it at the back. Nace. Does that work? Does that work
I don't
nearly as
know.
well?
Not
It's
quite.
not, it doesn't have the same ring
Yeah,
to
I was
it, you know?
trying. I wanted
It's
to
like
make
I'm
it
taking
spacey.
crazy
There-
pills.
You are. You're a psychologist.
Anyway, so no, but he
That's why
also
God gave us alcohol.
he says, "I appreciate
Cheers.
the offer," but he looks over at his skiff and is like, unless you know a mechanic or something, I don't think I'm going to be able to get this thing going."
Call Gideon.
And this thing is
Good
also
idea.
it's also loaded down with packages and things and presents and such.
Okay, yeah.
A lot of gift wrap stuff. You're not quite sure what the hell kind of deliveries this guy was going to make.
Probably
Obviously
gifts.
an Amazon guy.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Spamazon.
Amazon.
Spamazon, yes. He could possibly be a Spamazon
Or a
employee.
Spamazon contract from
Possibly.
Spooky
Right.
Right.
Spoopy.
SpedX.
And, hey, James, NW Ferry is offering Spickless.
Ooh! Clutch.
Right on.
I love you.
Right on.
Don't take it.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. So, are you calling Gideon?
I feel
Yes, of
amazing
course.
about
Okay.
it.
So,
Are you gonna call him on the communicator?
No.
Of course not. I need more beer.
Yeah.
okay. So,
Somebody can't open his own beer.
all right. So,
He's gonna be
audience,
equipped with a bottle
viewers,
It's a lighter, dude.
Flossie is going to
Anything's a
contact
bottle opener if
Gideon
you're brave enough.
while he's in the middle of doing something, I want to say embarrassing but not sexual. What is Gideon in the middle of? Stop offering help. This is all them, not you.
Not you,
Yeah.
James.
Shame on you, James.
Spam on me.
Shame on you.
Oh.
Spam.
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 Ding, 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 ding. Spam.
All right, somebody give me
I
another
need some
beer.
bells.
Which one?
That's the rope of Spain.
Another hef.
Lightweight.
Thank you.
They're delicious.
The suggestion was Gideon is watching ASMR videos.
Okay.
He's listening to people chew really close to a microphone, and it makes him get like those spinal tingles. Ooh, you know, like
That's really funny. Whose idea was that?
that was NW Fairy.
Ah, thank you, VJ.
So
Clutch as always.
Always.
Damn.
so you contact
I don't know
Gideon.
what we did, but we don't.
Now I know who your dice should have gone to.
Yeah,
Zeke.
she's
So
amazing.
You reach out to Gideon, and Gideon is like, the message you get back from Gideon is like, oh shit, Flossie, why are you in my head?
Right now I don't really want to be. That was
No,
weird.
I wasn't. It wasn't porn. It wasn't porn.
I'm
It
not.
wasn't.
I-
It was.
Vanilla spoats.
It
I
was like.
don't
It was
wanna
like.
know.
It was chewing a pineapple.
Is that what the kids are calling it? these
Dude,
days?
get out of my head. Anyway,
I'll pull it. You don't have to
so
explain.
Gideon,
Yes.
can you come down here? We're at this bar, and it looks like this. Okay, so you go around the corner, which looks like this.
Stop.
Right. Okay, so come here, because there's a guy that looks like this,
Ah.
and he needs help. So
That-
come on.
Man, he needs to go on a diet.
Okay, but we're not talking about that right now.
Oh,
It's pretty mean, bro.
why do you need me?
Because we need engineering stuff.
Okay.
Thank you.
I didn't say yes.
But please tell him to bring his tools. Yes, tools.
We need a
Bring-
mechanic, and he's the best one we know.
Yes, we need a mechanic, and you're the best one we know. Please bring your tools.
Okay, fine.
Thank you.
I don't know what you guys thought Gideon would do with the skiff with. Like he would have bring his anyway. So after a while, Gideon shows up with his engineering rig, and he looks at the skiff and he looks at you guys and he sees the skiff. He's like, I might be able to do something. So he is going to make a. Oh God, he's going to do a science.
Yes.
Woo!
So I need somebody to roll 4d66.
13.
13. All right.
52.
52. Wait, somebody. I hope somebody in the chat's keeping track of this.
46.
46. Okay.
13, 42, 56.
Yeah. I gotta find the chart. Hold on. 6, 9.
13, 52, 46.
Is that what I said?
Hut, hut, hut.
Is this lost? I mean, is this what this is turning into?
I hope not.
Oh, good
Are you gonna
Lord.
roll
Oh, there we
for-
Why is there a fucking polar bear?
He's drinking a Diet Coke.
Strange.
Weird. Okay. So let's see. Engineering.
Oh, look, here.
Yay.
Works.
Oh, that's hacking. Here we are. Okay. So the rolls are. Okay, so I got 13, 52, 46. What was the last one?
1 or 2? 2, right?
2d6.
Yeah. Right.
1 is 10.
63.
63. Okay, so 13. So Gideon just it's really simple. All Gideon has to do is focus the interior Polarin. What was the last one? 63.
63.
Polarin accelerator.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
There we go.
naturally.
Of course, that's all he had to do.
That's easy. That's child's play.
And so it takes him about maybe the better part of an hour to realign things. He doesn't make the skiff look prettier, like he doesn't bang out all the dents, but he actually gets this thing working.
Great.
And so the Nick, he's so happy. He's like, oh, thank you so much. Thank you for helping me. Thank you all. Now, I don't want to impose anymore, but he looks at his arm and he looks at his leg. He's like, I'm gonna need people to help me make these deliveries.
I can teach you how to overcome those obstacles, sir.
Yes. And I'll help too.
So he looks over at you and he considers you for a minute and he looks at you and says, Flossie, with your hair so bright, would you guide my skiff tonight?
Yes.
Wonderful.
I don't
Because
like
she
what
knows
any
who's
of this
been
is
naughty or
about.
nice, right?
Uh-huh.
Well, Santa knows where all the naughty girls live, so. Anyway.
What?
Not going there.
No.
No.
Well,
That's
maybe.
awkward
I don't
as
know.
fuck, honestly.
Anyway, so I guess everybody is
I'm gonna
going
drink
to
to
help
forget
out.
that one.
Right? Wonderful. Yes, just drink some more. I drink till I'm funny.
Drink more.
More. Yeah.
A lot more. Like a lot more.
Faster.
Chug it, chug it.
Yes.
Frank the Tank. Frank
Frank
the
the
Tank.
The crew never let Flossie join in any reindeer games.
This is true. They are rude.
Hey,
I mean, the
Flossie
lengths that she had to go to just to get on the ship in the first place.
Right. Which is a story for another time.
It is
I
indeed.
mean, she cheats. So.
Well, anyway, so
I'd like to call it influencing.
is everybody getting on
Prove
the
it.
skiff and gonna help deliver some packages?
I'll
Yes.
fucking
Yes.
fly a skiff.
Wonderful.
Mhm.
So Hental, you were gonna pilot the skiff.
I guess.
Okay. So the three of you, so Nick can just hand you things and tell you where to go. I mean, he's really, with a broken arm, broken leg, not much use. But he's there for moral support.
Is he on the skiff?
Yes.
You're coming with us.
Oh no,
man.
everyone is, the skiff's big enough for everybody. And you guys managed to drag Gideon onto the skiff too. He's not happy about it, but he's
What if
like,
it needs mid-flight repairs?
well,
You're not
somebody
gonna
needs to
trust
keep this
my
damn
engineering
thing
skill.
together.
Take
This is
Gideon.
true.
Oh my goodness! Look at all these hats.
I have spuck tape.
I never leave the ship without spuck tape.
These are the coolest hats. Look at these. Do you want one? See, look, it's like has a little poof on top. Here, try it. Try it on. Try it on. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Did you get yours? Hang on. Here we go.
Why are we putting on
We
fur
have-
hats?
We have these fur hats, and they're red,
They
and
were
they have a
on
little
the
thing on the
seats.
top, and we're on the seats. Here's yours.
No,
Why not?
because
It'll look really cute on you, Gideon.
that's why.
It'll look really stupid. You should wear it.
He takes the hat, but he doesn't put it on.
It's a step in the right direction.
Yeah, we'll call it progress.
Sure. Okay.
See if I can tap into my latent psychic ability. Put on the hat. Put on the hat.
You give yourself a migraine.
I think we have better luck getting Hental to tap into some latent psychic ability.
You should have
Probably.
brought hats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I only have two.
I'm better at peer pressuring people. Sorry. Where I'm at. Where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
I'm trying to log into this Twitch thing. It doesn't like me.
Why are you logging into Twitch? We're on Twitch.
She's logging into Twitch. I want to be
Well,
able to
I
chat to
don't
people
get that.
directly. I don't
Right.
need them to filter through you, sir.
Oh, damn it.
My connection to the
Ooh,
fans is pure.
burn.
I have reservations about exposing James to the public.
So do I. But here we are.
Way.
You put me
way
on
too late
live.
for that.
He's been broadcasting you to the public.
I
We've
know.
been broadcasting for less than an hour. Maybe something will happen soon.
Some bullshit.
So anybody,
What
since
day?
we're taking a pause for a second while Christy
Let
has
me
to
have
deal
it
with something
so.
in the home, for all of you listeners out there who listen to the podcast regularly, you can just
Sorry.
imagine how much stuff I have to edit out to put things up
poor
on the
Chad,
air.
it's so terrible.
Or perhaps
Oh, I
Oh,
can
that-
hear it.
that
It's
teeny tiny
I have
violin.
to do editing.
Oh, I want.
Oh,
Can I get the-
no.
Can I get the Santa Claus?
No!
Oh, come on.
Oh, for
I want
God's
the-
sake.
I want the red,
That
no, I
one's
want the
too.
green one. Yeah, green is appropriate. Green is Flossie's
What's the
favorite
Twitch
color
this
after
is
all.
on? Is it on?
There we
Cat
go.
is. Cat
goodness.
goodness. My
Okay.
gosh, that it's got a hole in it.
This
I don't
is
even care.
beautiful.
Nice.
We are ready now.
Yeah, we are.
Woo!
No results found.
Well, listeners, welcome to my own personal hell.
I'll put it in there.
And yet you keep coming back.
Can you give me some Feed me.
Feed me, Seymour.
Just not in the mic. We don't
Watch
mind
this,
doing it
watch
to
this.
Chad because he has to edit it out. But
Let's
you
not.
know, our people.
Yeah, let's not do it live. to
Yeah,
the
let's
fans.
not.
Okay, I appreciate that. Turn off the mics when you're chewing. All right. So everybody gets on the skiff, and Hental, you take off.
I'm only turning off the mic for the fans, not you, chat.
Fine.
He says, whatever.
I saw that.
Fine.
Do a little Santa Claus's jiggle.
Yes, yes, they
Nice.
do. It's a very satisfactory jiggle, in fact.
Nice.
Now they have to get the hats out of their systems.
What?
Don't give me commercial. It's terrible. All right, so what do I have to roll to fly a fucking skiff?
Do you have like any ground craft skills or
I mean, a skiff. If it's a
or
skiff.
piloting?
Oh, I do have piloting.
Should
That's
roll-
a skill.
That's
set now.
useful.
You should probably roll that, Mr. Pilot.
Oh, goodness.
Somebody's got a dude.
Mm-hmm.
NW Ferry thanked you for turning off your mic, James.
You're welcome, NW Ferry.
For the
Again,
chewing.
this is what you get for coming in clutch.
Oh, that's VJ, by the way.
It is VJ.
It's VJ,
yeah.
who was an NPC in episode 30.
Hashtag booyah.
True dat. My girl, my Jessie.
Yeah, she's expressing her undying love for you in the chat too, and it's kind of nauseating.
Oh, yes,
Now I'm gonna have
being
to sign
nauseating.
Twitch and see this. Which means I'm gonna have to download the Twitch app.
Yes, you will.
I got 23 on the pilot. John.
Yeah, so guess what? You're piloting a skiff pretty well. And actually, you're
Is
doing
this essentially a flying rowboat?
no, it's more like a hover sled.
Okay. We can still crash it through the side of an orphanage.
Probably that probably may happen. I don't know.
Challenge accepted.
All right. So Hental is actually piloting very well, so we don't have to come up with any consequences for poor rolls for that.
Yet.
So as you guys are, basically what's happening is Nick is directing Hental to pilot the skiff past certain homes. You guys are stopping and putting presents in the home, like without anybody knowing. So like he's asking you to sneak in, and it's like it's okay. They're gifts. The kids love it.
We
So
can do that well.
right. So who's going to be? Is anybody in particular going to be running in and doing the breaking and entering? Oh
Me.
Lord. Oh good Lord. Rin,
Yes.
who's not exactly a surgical scalpel, but and Flossie
But I'm
too.
I like
stealthy.
breaking and entering
So yes, you do.
and crawling into chimneys and such.
So if the ladies are doing this, so how are you doing this? Like is Flossie going to pick the lock and then Rin puts like an armload of presents in, or what? How are
How
y'all
do we
doing
want
this?
to accomplish this goal?
You know life can get super intense.
What is it?
Oh God, Steve,
Okay, I just
What did you do?
mute your phone.
I just did.
Thank you.
It's better now. He fixed it.
Okay. It's like Blind Rat DM says
We're
nothing like a little space miss breaking and entering.
Yes, this is true.
We're both pretty stealthy.
Mhm.
So
So, should we just like try to go in the door?
what else?
I don't
there?
know. I mean,
So there's
Let's case a joint to find out.
Yes,
Yeah,
you
let's
go
do that.
around. You go around.
Let's case the joint.
There's the entrances. There's doors. There's windows, and most of the homes here, because this is a colder climate, there's chimneys. There's back doors. There's like those like in basements, like those little windows that you can like shove in the coal and stuff. In
Like
some
those ones?
places. Yeah, like those, like over
Yeah,
there in this
yeah.
basement. Oh God, we're
Basement.
literally playing in a mom's basement.
Yes.
Yes.
Wow, I'm living the dream.
I'm a cool mom though.
Just
So-
whatever helps you sleep at night.
It's my mantra.
You see the chimney up there?
Yep.
That would be very similar to crawling through air vents. I really think I could do it.
Okay.
If anybody on board ship is
I believe in you,
equipped properly for crawling into a chimney.
Actually, Flossie's
Mhm.
probably the only one small enough to get through a chimney.
I wonder how Nicholas was doing it before we showed up.
So, Flossie, do you have any breaking and entering skill
Allow me to consult my character sheet.
or anything related to crime or or getting into places you're not supposed to?
Is that just Flossie?
Please boop
Stealth
Chad
counts.
for me again.
Do it. Do it. I mean the boop, not the roll. I don't care about that.
What?
You're
More
supposed to
boops.
boop Chad. Once
Yeah.
again.
Oh,
Don't
Yeah.
listen
Oh.
to Fennec.
Oh,
She's
there's
just
a
our
booping?
mod.
Yeah.
oh, okay.
That
Hang
just
on.
The
boop.
Fennec
no.
wolf.
Hang on.
Please
Woo!
boop Chad for
Lost
me
my mic.
again. Let's see.
Worth it for the boop. Okay. So I have stealth,
Yes.
and I have that fancy schmancy climbing thing.
Okay. So climbing's automatic for you.
True.
So just roll.
Nimble. That's the one. It's nimble. It's
Nimble.
called
Okay.
nimble.
Roll stealth.
Yeah.
And if you fail, the audience has to come up with a horrible consequence for you.
I love you.
DC's 18. We'll see if she has to smudge her dice after this.
I haven't
If,
touched them.
Steve hasn't had to smudge his dice yet, she should be fine.
Hi, VJ.
18.
Oh, you just made it. Okay, so with what we're gonna do, if you just make the DC, you succeed, but there's an added
Yeah.
complication.
Oh.
It's kind of odd seeing
So-
how much delay there is.
So, audience, Flossie gets through the chimney and into the house, but what complication does she encounter?
Oh damn it! I have to be quiet. But Firefly.
People are very upset that you succeeded.
Space bees?
No space bees?
Spees.
Joe,
Spumblebees.
come on.
Okay, so I got
Swallow
something
jackets?
for tiny dogs.
Wasps.
Sure. Flossie, you get down the chimney with your small bag of packages, and as you get out the chimney, you hear "Gip, gip, 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 gip." Tiny little dogs are like just running at you, being like overly aggressive.
Lucky for me, I happen to have some beef jerky in my pocket.
Sproof or it didn't happen.
What?
Sproof. It's like proof, but
Your
in space.
your mic is off.
Sproof or it didn't happen.
What's sproof?
Sproof is like proof, but
But
in
I don't-
space.
But
Okay,
Doesn't
here.
need to impress you.
Okay, that
but
works.
proof
Okay.
is
Accepted.
in the pudding, so.
And
Oh,
now
we're
I
not
get
getting
the beef
picky on
jerky.
it.
Yeah,
So,
no, beef
I
jerky.
pulled out-
Figgy pudding.
Figgy
Beef jerky,
pudding.
figgy pudding.
Yeah, yeah.
Beefy pudding,
Beefy pudding.
Figgy pudding.
Beefy
but this
figgy
is
pudding.
space, so spiggy.
Okay, no,
True.
no. There's a stat for this for these instances. So Flossie, I need you to give me a luck
Squee
roll,
dog.
and if you succeed, you have jerky on your person.
Okay, so
They're tiny dogs that shoot
A
space
luck
bees out
roll?
of their mouth when they bark.
a luck roll. That's
Yes, a luck roll. Hmm.
I'm just like imagining a little terrier with wings.
Oh Jesus Christ on a
bumbling
cracker!
around.
I got a 4.
Quoting the wall like a
So
champ.
Flossie, okay, guys, audience. So Flossie does not have jerky in her pocket. What
I
does
love
she?
you.
What does she reach that actually does not help her at all in this situation?
No. No.
A spiffle. Spuffle. Sorry, spuffle.
All right, so we got to vote for pocket lint. That's not all that exciting. One of your rubber duckies. There we go. You reach into your pocket and
Yes,
it's a
rubber
squeaky
ducky.
rubber
This
ducky.
is perfect because
No.
they're little dogs, and I squeak and I go squeaky squeaky.
No, you can't wake up the residents of the house.
It's really quiet.
There are
Squeaky
rules
squeaky.
here. This isn't non-flossy.
Squeaky squeaky.
But are
And I
the
throw
dogs
it across the
quiet?
room, and they go chasing after it.
Sure. You toss a squeaky rubber ducky on the other side of the room, and the dogs go yip 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 yip, and they run off after it, and you dump your presents
And go back up the
and go
chimney.
back
Literally
up the chimney.
dump.
Yes.
Oh shit! And then run up the tree.
Aw,
Through
somebody
God.
said cookie crumbs.
Oh, that yes. But they would have been those
Oh.
those protein.
And Fennec says moldy cheese.
Well-
Really, Fennec?
Well, it's too late now.
Ew.
All right.
Dog
Yeah,
scratch
for
the tree.
apparently,
What was very on
Flossie keeps
point.
cheese
See,
in
I'm
her
a
pocket.
helper. Okay, Joe.
Flossie
Alright.
has all sorts of things in her pocket.
What doesn't
Accurate.
Flossie have in her pocket? That's the ultimate question.
All right. So
I plead the fifth.
Good answer.
So you get up there,
Shove
and
it in
so
the pocket.
Rin, you were just kind of waiting outside, and Flossie comes out, covered in soot and sweating,
And
and-
smiling really
and-
big. Let's do it again.
and overly excited.
You smell like beef jerky.
That's weird because I tried to get some beef jerky out of my pocket because I swear I put some in there, but I didn't. I had a ducky.
I don't know
You
what
know
you're
the
talking
little-
about with beef jerky in your pocket.
Oh, my thing's.
You took. How did you? I don't want to know. You know what? I don't want to know. Okay. Anyway,
Okay.
Next up,
let's do it again.
Next, okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do 2 more houses. Okay. Let's see. So and
I want nicotine. I'm not gonna lie.
James, you
I'm
need
an
to take a
addict.
break.
I would love a break.
So we're gonna. I mean, if it's just Flossie and Rin doing the house stops, then that's fine.
How many dice?
Okay.
If we need a flying roll while you're gone, how many dice am I
Oh,
rolling?
bear with me. Stand by. You're not fucking rolling for me.
Oh, come
Yeah.
on.
How about this? How about you
What?
roll for the skiff one time and then go
1, 2, 3.
go make a pit stop.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 3.
You saw that too?
25.
Okay, you're good.
Skip
Wait,
flies.
turn off your mic and take a break.
Thank
Okay.
you.
James is gonna bow out for just a couple of minutes.
I'm an addict. I can't help it.
We
You
love
know,
James.
technically.
Now I got that song stuck in my head.
Which song?
I'm not an addict. Anyway,
Wait, but I am an addict.
we used to listen to it a lot in rehab.
I'm sure you did.
I mean, I wasn't in. I was working at the rehab. Anyway, so
Mhm.
moving on.
Yeah.
So Flossie and Rin.
Ooh, take your phone with you. You can watch this.
It's dying. I need to go on the power cable. So
Take the battery too.
I'll come back down with it.
Whatever.
Oh, Jesus, are you his mom?
No.
Oh. All right,
Only
so
today.
you get to the next house, and are you doing this the same exact way? What's going on? Is Rin gonna
Well,
toss
that
you up to the
depends.
roof?
Is there a chimney?
an American chimney or like a London chimney?
No, these are like the
True.
big American chimneys.
Well, if there's
Well, I'm
another
thinking-
chimney, I'm totally doing that again because it was really fun.
I mean, chimney sweeps can go up and down the ones in Mary Poppins
That's true. They do. They pop out and they land on the roof and such.
and dance.
Yes, there's dance.
Oh,
There's
Flossie.
dancing.
Flossie. No dancing.
Oh, come on, Zeke.
Somebody's got to rein in this party a little bit.
But
No, if we wake up the people, then the Christmas magic dies.
people are
The
demanding.
what magic?
People are demanding that Flossie dances.
well,
So okay,
I
so,
don't have a problem with that.
so I'm guessing like Rin like just helps vault you up onto the roof, and you're on the roof, and there's a chimney there. What are you doing?
I
Do a little-
will. Yeah,
yeah.
I'm gonna like do a
Do a
little.
little dance. All right. Do you have a dancing skill?
No.
Give me an agility roll then.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Woo! Hang on. Let me try that again.
Well, I guess Flossie can dance if she wants to.
15.
Yeah.
She
should
certainly
dance
has
someone
left all her
in the-
friends behind.
And her friends don't dance.
And if they don't dance,
They're still my friends.
Yeah.
Aww.
All right, so Flossie manages to do a competent dance on the roof of this building,
All right.
and then you dive into the chimney. Give me another stealth roll. DC 18. What? It's agility and stealth.
Bad.
No.
I'm gonna use my sugar die.
Sugar
good
die.
luck.
Oh,
Do.
Sugar.
okay, sugar die.
Shadowrun sugar.
The Shadowrun
Yeah.
dice. Oh, the stories we could tell about Shadowrun.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
$6,000 worth of children.
Shut up. No,
No,
they're
it's still
gonna,
my
no, they're gonna start
Dwarfins.
taking this shit out of context. What?
Gotta have the dwarfins. Okay.
What'd you get?
I got, let's see, 10, 17.
So,
Ooh, luck die. Hang on.
oh, you're gonna use a luck die?
Yeah, yes,
All right,
because I can.
Which cannot be less
For
than
2.
1.
for 2. So you succeed. You actually
Yes.
go over the DC, so it's not a mixed success. You actually get in.
Mhm.
You get in through the chimney. You get out.
Ooh,
You have your
ooh.
presents.
VJ wants to know if there are cookies.
I was about to say that there's been
I
there's
love you, DJ.
there's actually been cookies and milk set up by some green tree that's decorated.
Are they real cookies?
Yes, they're,
Oh
they're baked.
my gosh!
Not protein.
How many are
blocks.
there?
No, they're not. Let's see. There are 2 large cookies.
Okay, so I will, and there's milk too, like
Uh,
actual like bovine milk.
Yeah, like cow mucus. Yeah.
It's not. Anyway, okay, so
Fennec
I'll
recommends
drink
we
the
do a
milk.
Shadowrun podcast.
What?
Fennec is
Spilk.
suggesting a Shadowrun
I'll drink the
podcast.
spilk, and I will put the cookies in my pocket.
You know what? I'll make a promise to everybody. When we get enough subscribers where I can quit my day job, I'll do a Shadowrun podcast.
Woo!
Yay!
Sugar gets resurrected,
Trying to remember what my
or maybe not. I don't know. We'll see.
Alden's making a comeback.
Bring on Oric.
So you got giant snickerdoodles and milk.
Sweet! Snickerdoodles are the bomb. Okay, so they're in my pocket, and I have delivered the presents, and I go right back up the chimney, and I do my little dance across the roof, and then jump
So
down.
so wait, specifically, what is in your pocket?
My phone's
Just the cookies, or the milk too?
No, I drank the milk.
Good. Okay.
Yeah, that would be awkward and messy.
You know, living on a spaceship, you don't get a whole lot of vitamin D, so the milk feels kind of good,
Yeah,
right?
it's really yummy.
Right.
I'm looking forward to the cookies. And so jump spilk or is it spocklet spilk?
No, it's white milk.
Oh.
White spilk.
No, it's
and
not.
Spocklet cookies.
It's milk because it's not from space.
Oh.
Wait, are we on Earth?
No.
Then it's space.
No.
No, it's not space.
No, it's not.
If it's on a planet.
Yeah.
And these are terrestrial cows.
True.
Oh, fair
It was
enough.
established while you
Yeah.
were gone.
So
They don't say spoo.
That makes it sound like you milked a tiny spider.
You don't know my life. Don't judge me. I have hobbies.
This is science fiction, and in Dune they did milk a cat.
you.
If a spider had nipples, you could milk it.
You know what? There will be a planet where spiders have nipples.
Nice.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
Mammalian spider.
I'm not
The-
sure what I think about
The
that.
great nibbled spider.
Where do you think I get my sweet shirts from?
Oh Jesus.
I milk spiders for Spelk.
Okay. So Flossie comes out with a milk mustache and a bulging pocket.
Yeah, so I hop down
Uh-huh.
and go over to the little sled thingy
Skip.
and sure, skip. Hashtag canon. Okay. Um, and so I take the big cookies out of my pocket. And how many of us are there?
A lot.
There's the 5
Six?
of
Are
us
there six?
and Nick, so there's 6.
Okay, so I break the cookies up so everybody gets a bite.
Okay. And Nick grabs a piece of the cookie and goes, "Oh, I love it when they leave me cookies." Nom, 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 nom.
Me too. I haven't had a real cookie. We have these like protein.
I have
Thing.
tried so hard to make those taste like chocolate chips.
I don't think you tried it all.
So you failed, Zeke.
You know, Zeke, I disagree with both of them. They're decent,
Thank you.
You.
respectable, even.
Whoa. What?
Just be
Look,
nice.
Petzl,
Kind of like-
Petzl,
Be
it's
nice,
obvious that
good boy.
Flossie hasn't eaten a cookie in a very long time.
Be nice, spook boy.
Listen, I'm not the one whose room smells like spook.
Me either.
The
Yeah,
spook
There's
bandit.
one person.
I'm
whose
just
room smells-
saying they're respectable. They're not convincing. However, they are
we on a
respectable.
time crunch here?
I don't think so.
Is this the time?
I
to
don't know.
It's
Argue
like,
about
you got to
cookies?
make all these
Is there
deliveries
ever
in one
not a
night.
time
Okay,
to
let's go.
argue about cookies, really? Like,
All the
Oh,
time
it.
is not a time to argue about cookies. Not worth it.
give as much time as it takes to argue about cookies. Much nicer.
Somebody
All right.
was really into their cookies.
So I said that we were going to roll for at least one more house, and then the general, successes and stuff will sell how the rest of the night goes.
All right.
So final house that we're rolling for, same MO, same way that you guys are going to do. Okay.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying this chimney thing. It's
So,
quite fun.
well, hold on. So the house doesn't have a chimney. Audience, what's an added challenge of getting into this house for Flossie?
Keeping the mic off because I don't want to say anything. I get in trouble that way. Kindergarten all over again.
I'm
Actually,
scared.
I want to see VJ's suggestion.
I don't know. She's thinking of something good.
Oh no!
Fennec might have something. Let's see.
Oh!
Damn this delay.
Something awesome. Come up with something awesome. Come up with something awesome.
Please don't badger our listeners.
I have faith in
Do
both
it.
of you.
Do it. Do it.
All right, while we're waiting, I need another beer.
You want a cider? Another half?
Oh yeah, I'll take a cider.
Also, don't forget our spuffle on top of the
Oh.
whiskey.
Right.
The Swisky. Oh, I forgot about the Swisky.
Isn't it Spurbin?
No, it's whiskey. Spy whiskey.
Whiskey. That's a really, really hard one.
A little bit.
Bad holiday decorations?
I don't
That
know how
are
That are what?
Mm,
animated.
maple
What?
syrup bricks with waffle spikes.
What the fuck?
Fennec?
Sticky and pointy.
The worst combination.
What?
Oh,
Okay, whoa.
God.
Okay, we can work with
Like
this.
Legos covered
So-
in Jello.
Yeah.
Is it
No,
actually
like
a
Legos
gingerbread
covered in
house?
syrup.
Oh!
No,
Are we in
no,
a gingerbread
no.
house?
It's
The-
a gingerbread
The
house.
decoration. No, it's not
and-
an actual gingerbread house.
Angry Orchard.
My favorite. The
The
beer,
beer.
the cider.
Oh, okay.
We
Sorry.
like
Try
Angry,
one.
Angry
Yes.
Orchard too.
Yes,
It's
chaotic
really-
goodness fueled by Angry Orchard.
Fueled
Yes.
by booze. Let's be
Oh,
honest.
just booze in general. Here we go.
We got some
Uh,
Ninkasi, some Widmere.
Oh, Ninkasi, man.
No, that's-
that Vanilla Otis.
No,
Vanilla
no.
Spotus.
Spotus, Vanilla Spotus.
One of the main species of the galaxy,
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
the Spotus.
the Nikasi.
Yes, the Ninkasi is in fact.
Anyway, moving on.
Yes.
Cousin of the spoiled.
So, okay. So this house this house is
Yes,
covered
it
in
does.
decorations that are pointy and possibly a little hazardous to navigate, and for some reason they're phallic shaped, and that makes Flossie laugh.
That is accurate.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like the Lego and bare feet effect. So you're gonna have to navigate like a minefield just to get to this house.
Oh, I am so on it.
All right.
This is gonna
and
be fun.
she has to
It's
do
gonna
it
be
in
like-
bare feet because Legos hitting bare feet is the worst. You're not wrong, Fennec.
Oh no, those of us that are wait, we're all parents here. Yeah,
Yeah.
Legos
Yeah.
suck.
Yeah.
I mean, they're wonderful, but don't step on them.
Flossie rips her shoes and has to take them off.
I hate Legos.
It has to cover her feet with duct tape as she gets through the air
Squat
vents,
tape.
so she can shoot a spermint. Oh god.
Oh no! What did you
I
do?
was gonna say German terrorist. Space Germans are spermins. That's
No,
good
no,
to know.
Spoish. Spoish terrorist.
Freaking
Thank
Z
you.
Spoish. All right. So
Yes.
anyway,
A
Ouch,
sprout.
indeed.
Like crap, sprout.
So-
Oh
Like,
my
there's a lot of
goodness.
ways you could have gone.
so Flossie, very hazardous decorations that you have to get to just to get up to this house. So-
Nakatomi Plaza.
So,
Okay.
do you have a skill that can help you navigate a minefield?
I can do this.
All right.
A minefield?
Or it's like a minefield. It's gonna hurt if you step on one of these.
How nimble are you, Flossie?
I am
Also,
nimble
listeners,
as fuck.
Who here
Bitches.
thinks
So a
that
quarter of the
Die
galaxy
Hard-
knows how nimble Flossie is.
Who here thinks that Die
More
Hard is a
like
Christmas
an
movie?
8. I mean, it's really not quite
I think
that
it's a valid
high.
question.
She is
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
young. She hasn't had that many years to accomplish the
I
goal
mean,
that
it's
you are.
arguably more
providing
of a
for
Christmas
her.
movie than
Okay,
Frozen.
so am I getting
Anyway.
am I getting a roll or am I gonna die of old age?
You might die of old age.
All right.
Like Santa Claus delivers presents.
Right. The sequel is also a Christmas movie.
Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
Of course it is.
It
That
is.
Okay, this is Chad agreeing with
Well,
you.
obviously Chad agrees because he has common fucking sense.
And Fennec,
All right.
no.
Fennec's
So,
all in.
we're
I
gonna
like it.
go
Fennec,
with-
well played.
Love me some Fennec. Okay. I don't think swimming will work.
No.
Swimming. Do you have
Um,
teaching?
No.
You
I
have
don't
biology.
actually. No.
What about rulership? Do you have that?
No.
Can I coach her through with you?
Survival.
That works.
Yeah, that works.
Yes.
That works.
Okay, sugar dye coming back out.
All right, Northwest Fair, you're missing out. I'm sorry. Like that is, you've got it. Like Christmas isn't here yet. Go rent Die Hard and watch it.
Okay. So
Yippee-ki-yay,
BJ,
motherfucker.
wish me luck.
Just like Gremlins.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I'm waiting for the luck
Better than
with the
Gremlins.
delay.
I've never seen Gremlins.
What?
Well, he's never seen the Three Amigos.
Gremlins never
True.
looked interesting to me growing up.
It's not
Everybody
bad. I
watched
mean,
it, but
like if you watch it as like a youngling.
BJ has
You
also
know,
never seen
it's okay.
Gremlins. Kisses. Okay, kisses are luck. I'm good. All right.
There are many things about Christmas movies that shouldn't be, and I love it. Fucking right, Fennec.
Like Boys in the Hood.
13.
I haven't seen that one.
Okay, audience, how does Flossie fail horribly?
No! Luck die!
Ooh,
No,
wait,
oh, I
is
already
this a
called
skill
it.
check? Wait,
I
wait,
already
wait.
called it.
Is this a
Yeah.
skill check?
You're
Because
not
I
within
have
30
leadership.
You're not within 30 feet.
We're on the
I
fucking
can't
roof.
add my luck die?
not
30
not-
feet
not
is
after
2
you know that you
floors.
failed.
Wait,
What?
what?
Not after.
Yeah, I already declared
Oh.
that you failed.
Stand by.
Fine, be that way.
We got to have a failure to make our audience happy.
No, stand by. Hang on a second.
I don't think this particular
And your plan
audience.
Does
happy.
failure make you happy, audience?
Flossie failing. makes me
Inquiring
happy.
minds want to know.
Mine does not specify pre-failure.
Note
and
that
it's
I
within
love
30
you
feet, which is
deeply.
2 floors. Actually, 2.5 floors, going technically. So as long as she's not on the floor of the house, like the ground floor of the house, and we're on the roof,
You're not on the roof.
where are
You're
we
on
at?
the street.
We're on the street.
You're driving a skiff down the street. That's where they belong.
How
This
have we
ain't
been
no
getting in
flying
the
skip.
chimney?
This isn't
How
a
the fuck have
flying
we been getting
space.
in the
That's
chimney?
I've been
ridiculous.
tossing her.
Yeah,
You've been
she's
like a
throwing
dwarf.
her like you've been dwarf tossing. That is
Yes.
Dude,
prejudice.
yeah,
on a
like
whole
I
new
stand
level.
on her shoulders and she puts her hand under my feet and she goes, and I just kind of leap
All right,
up.
first
It's
off,
great.
dwarf tossing was outlawed by the Kittimer Accords.
But I'm not a
and
sport.
2236. So realistically speaking, you're a war criminal.
Okay.
And I
So-
like that.
Oh
So-
no, we have a consequence of failure.
Really, Fennec?
Cackles
Really?
evilly.
So the Fennec says that she steps on an antler, slips, gets caught on something, and ends up dragging down half the decorations with her, making a large amount of noise.
And she's
Sounds
all
awesome.
wrapped up in lights.
Yep. She looks like the Swamp Thing, except more festive.
Lit up like a Christmas
This is
angel.
not good. Where did the presents go?
Thank you, Fennec.
Shut up, Steve.
All right.
Who's Steve?
I don't know. What do I
God
do
damn
with
it,
the-
Zeke!
How do I get out of these lights?
Nice.
Help! Wait a minute.
Wait.
Fennec is an agent of chaos, yes.
True story.
First
Flossie.
off, someone needs to get a picture of this before.
I can kill off Zale.
Okay,
Wow,
Flossie.
that's
I
a
think
big
that was
operation.
Flossie.
Yes, that's
Give-
me.
give
Hi.
Give me a luck roll.
I'm the hardest.
Is that a skill check?
No. Just a luck roll. I just want to see something that happens, because if she fails, nobody's gonna call me an asshole for this.
We're gonna call you an asshole either way. but-
Yeah, you're not gonna escape that.
You sound like my wife.
Then
Don't I?
So, okay.
Just luck.
All right. So, luck. I have I have a 7 luck and a 3d6. So, am I rolling the 7 or the 3?
3d6.
Does it matter if I've spent a luck die? Does that make it 2?
Yes, it
Can I
does.
teach her how to get out of this?
Yeah.
Damn it. All right. So, we're doing.
When you're wrapped up in Christmas lights, what you want to do is turn to your left a lot.
Oh, my goodness.
Just bounce a lot, alright?
I got a 5.
So you look over at the
What the
house
shit?
and you see lights turn on in the windows.
Shit.
Rin, you're the closest. What do you do?
Don't we see that from the outside?
Yeah,
And she
oh,
would-
You see Flossie trips and makes a mess of makes a mess of herself, and the lights in the house turn on.
did somebody get a picture of her?
Yes.
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 Okay. I'm gonna go pick up Flossie and haul her back to the spiff.
Can we just leave the presents at the door at this
Still
rate?
wrapped
Since
up.
people are coming out?
I don't know. What are you doing with the presents?
Leave them at the door.
Nick says they have to be left at the house.
Leave them at the door.
In the house?
He
Or
said at the house. Technical wording at, therefore ergo.
Ding dong ditch.
I will
yeah. Yeah.
put them on the front porch.
So you're just
and-
gonna take the bag, whip it over your head, and throw it at the door,
Like a
Ooh.
sling.
Right in the window.
and then drag Flossie into the skiff. Flossie's covered in Christmas lights,
Ding dong.
Yes.
Christmas lights, and
So
antlers.
there's gonna be a trail of decorations behind us.
But couldn't I like pull my arms in and just kind of like shimmy out of them and just
No.
Well, now that you're on the skiff, you could
thanks,
work on it.
Ren?
Don't you have an escape artist skill?
Yes.
Why don't you roll that for me?
except my escape artist skill was from Uncharted Worlds.
There's the
Mm.
door open.
Can I use it anyway? Since we are technically a merged system.
Just give me an agility roll and add 1d6.
My book says you can totally use it. But
That's what I'm saying.
I also
Alright.
want to ask Nick exactly: can the presents be left outside, or do they need to go inside?
well, it's too late now. Don't ask.
But it's yeah, you've
Oh,
already
we've already
gone.
For the next house, we'll need to know for the next house.
I'm sure Nick
If
would
it
have
were that
said
big
something.
of a deal, he would have caught on. Like, he would have been screaming, "What are you doing? My
20.
jingle bells!"
20.
Mhm.
You managed to get out of all the decorations.
Woohoo!
Are you keeping the decorations or tossing them overboard?
No, I'll leave them here. I don't want that karma. Thanks.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we've delivered a number of presents to a number of houses. We've driven the Nick's skiff around the town somewhat.
Tis the season.
We're going to continue doing that. I think right now we need to take a little bit of a break, maybe just for 5-10 minutes or so, just to kind of, because everybody here is getting a little antsy, need some energy to work off, clean up the beer, and have a little salsa.
It's like
Don't
the
you mean
farmers.
open more beers?
Don't judge
Hey,
me.
you know what? Speaking of which, hang on.
Hey,
Hold it. Hey, yeah. Wait. What?
No.
Give me your fucking beer. I'll open it right now.
No, I'll use
Here's a bottle
mine.
opener. Right
Here we go. Ready?
Bunch of fucking children.
Whatever.
Oh, that's
Juice.
All right.
Okay.
All right, everyone. So we're going to take a break for a few minutes, some of for bathrooms and such. So we will be right back. I hope everyone's enjoying it so far,
Northwest Flossie is the fastest. La, 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 la,
and
la,
we'll
la,
be
la,
back
Did you say Northwest Flossie?
with
It's okay.
I
It
know it's
works.
not
It's fine.
with the
It's fine.
insane
But I was wondering where they
craziness
had to
that
spread it
comes
out.
from
But it's also fairy.
a
What?
chaotic
What?
universe. All right.
I know you said Flossie.
All right, we'll be
Northwest
right
Fairy or
back.
Northwest Flossie. Fans, tell me what I said.
All right, that's okay.
Spawn.
Rocking around the skiff tonight with the Badger crew.
Da, da, da.
Flossie hung where you can see where
Wait, what?
Rin forgot to drop.
Wait.
What?
Rocking
on.
around the Christmas tree. Let the Christmas spirit ring.
Brownies. Pardon.
Later we'll have some pumpkin pie and we'll do some burglary.
Da, da, da.
All right, so welcome back, everybody.
That was a break.
What?
Yeah.
Woo!
Somebody clapped for us. We win.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yay!
You know, we
Their
are
lies comfort me at night.
multi-talented individuals right
You
here.
really do help me get to sleep.
Sure.
Yes.
It's either that or the alcohol.
See, we
Why not
actually.
both?
So hey, second year
Thank
in a
you,
row.
Fennec.
Second year in a row, we've had a Christmas special where there was singing involved.
This
Nice.
is true.
That's
Very
right.
true.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's right.
I mean, but
I still actually have the video of you singing.
I know. I still have the video too. Oh
Oh God.
no, that's Flossie's kill phrase.
No.
What do you do with the drunken sailor?
Right.
If you're not murdering somebody, it's not nearly as creepy.
Okay, so if a child wakes up and sees you, you can start singing Silent Night. All right.
As you murder them.
Maybe.
Yes.
No,
right.
Now
no
the
child.
singing is a tradition. You're not right.
All right.
Black Ryan.
All right. So, you deliver many packages, many presents, and things to different houses in this settlement at the direction of Nick. Hental
Some wood.
does wonderfully in piloting everywhere, and Flossie and Rin are helping getting the packages in the house. Gideon is making sure that the skiff is okay and operating nominally. What is Zeke doing this whole time?
Nothing productive.
I mean, I'm not being counterproductive. I'm just,
For once.
yeah. I'm organizing presents into neat piles.
Okay, so you're helping with the
Yeah.
getting this. Okay.
Lame.
Whatever. At least he's doing something.
Yeah, the last time he did something, he gave me a lightning-shaped scar.
That was at least 4 somethings ago.
Listen.
Yeah.
It's not
Oh.
I know you have a scar to prove it.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Spook going.
So as
It
you
smells,
are
but I don't sleep in my room very often.
as the skiff is going and you guys are getting close to the end of your deliveries.
I'm not seeing the chat. So.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. So as you guys are getting close to the end of your deliveries, as you are riding the skiff down the streets, you pick up Pursuit. It is a Union Space Corps patrol vehicle. Audience, are we talking land or air? Like, is this flying or on the ground? Let's start with that.
With Gideon.
Yeah.
Air high fives. Air high fives. Air
Yeah.
high fives.
Woo! Wait, I think we can reach. There we go. They should, Fennec. They really should make the rhythm of Jingle Bells.
All right.
On the ground, apparently.
Well, we had the first one was flying, and the next one was on the ground. So, next person that comments is the tiebreaker: flying or on the ground.
Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Ground. Okay. So, a hover patrol craft is coming up behind you guys.
Should I evade? Should I evade? Should I evade?
Yes.
All right. I'll
Hold
evade.
on, hold on. And so they are coming up behind you with the flashing lights, and over the loudspeaker, you hear a Union law enforcement officer say, crew of the skiff, you have somebody who is a wanted fugitive for terrorism on board. Pull over now.
Zeke, what the fuck did you do?
It's probably.
I was thinking it was
No,
Gideon.
no. At this point, after hearing that, Gideon is looking around like wild-eyed, like a caged animal, and he he locks eyes with you, Hental, and he's like, "Don't let them take me."
Do we have a loudspeaker on the skiff also?
No, but you can yell.
Who are you talking about?
Yeah.
Are you
Which
still
terrorist are you
going?
looking for?
I know. Be more specific about the terrorists.
There's a lot of fucking options.
All right. While you're doing this, Nick, he looks around, and inside the skiff is like they have a like in some things there's like little cargo boxes that are kind of like part of the vehicle.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
like the toolbox that you have
right.
in the bed of a truck.
So Nick, he's looking around and he's like, "Oh shit!" He looks over there and goes, "You're not gonna take me alive, you pigs!" And he kicks the cargo thing. It drops down, and a minigun pops out. And he grabs it with one arm and he goes, "I got a whole lot of bullets for you, motherfuckers!" And he opens fire at the Union Space Corps craft.
Looks like I'm
What?
defensive flying. Hey, firefight, everyone!
Hooray, we're not the terrorists this time.
What do you all do?
I will fly defensively, I guess, and try to evade. What the fuck, Nick? God damn it, Spiculus.
Fuck you, capitalist pigs!
Hood boy bud.
Shut up, Steve. My thumb made the autocorrect do bad things.
Santa is a terrorist.
Oh, do you want to show them the podcast dog?
Yes, the
They
podcast
saw.
dog.
They've
Yeah,
seen
all
it.
the every time you hear jingle bells on
Look,
the
he's so
podcast,
cute.
that's
See how
Felix.
cute he is? Him is the cutest boy. Mwah. Yours.
Alright,
I
so
love you.
my
I do. You're the bestest.
It's
You sound like a dog.
I know, right?
It's that rain.
Alright, I'm gonna defensively fly.
Okay, so you fly defensively while Nick is opening fire at the Union Space Corps.
I don't
This is
care
not
what Nick
good.
is shooting at. I'm just running away. And
Okay.
I'm at the same time coming up with a very convincing cover story as to why we're defensively flying while the man unloads the goddamn minigun.
I'd like to hear this.
He's got a goddamn minigun!
Okay.
Terminator 2 style.
Yes!
Yeah!
Yes!
Mm.
Best movie ever.
Unfortunately, not a Christmas movie. So
No, it needs more Christmas.
I know they
I
really
know,
should.
I know. Felix agrees. Felix says yes, it should be a Christmas movie. John Connor should deliver presents, shouldn't he?
24.
which
Yes.
movie?
So you're flying.
Terminator.
You're skiffing defensively.
Yeah,
Sure.
why not?
Okay, and Nick is opening fire. What are the rest of you doing?
Panic and
Cowering.
run! Panic and run!
Holding on.
Okay, you
Hey,
hold on.
Aiden's here.
Hey.
Hello.
Hello, Aiden. Our dungeon maestro
Hey,
is here.
hey, Dungeon Maestro, what's up, my friend?
We're still loving the theme music.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome. No, our theme music is not the final countdown.
no, no.
No,
either.
nobody's theme music
No.
is the final countdown.
That would
No.
be bad.
What about
No.
Renegade? We use
No,
Renegade.
this is America, not Europe. Okay, no final countdown. All right. So, Rin is holding on. I'm imagining Rin has kind of like a bored look on her face. It's like, oh, here we go, another high-speed firefight.
I'm cowering in the back.
Zeke is cowering in the back. Please don't let me get shot by Union Space Corps.
When
Please
is
don't
Zeke
let me get
not
shot by
cowering
pirates.
in
Or
the back?
Spanta.
Rin is also sucking on a candy cane.
Wait,
So you're
there's-
just holding on to
Rin,
the candy cane in
Rin.
your mouth?
Yep.
there
Like,
are
yeah,
chocolate snowmen in here too.
But the candy canes are.
Okay. I'm just
Right.
letting you know.
Hental is flying. What is Flossie doing while Nick is shooting?
I am observing this situation and considering trying to make them stop
Okay.
using telepathic methods.
Okay, so what I'm going
Why
to
are we
do,
automatically siding with Spanta Claus?
I don't know. So what I'm going to do is, Nick is firing at.
You know how it is with governments.
Okay, so
They
Nick,
call people terrorists when they're really not.
so Nick is firing at the government. The government is going to return fire or also call for backup. So I have a 5 dice countdown.
God damn it.
You guys need to intervene or do something before the countdown ends. When the countdown
Suggestion.
ends, the skiff gets blown up.
Suggestion.
Wait. The skiff gets blown up even if I'm awesomely defensively flying?
Well, you're going to be overwhelmed by law enforcement. We'll say that. You get like roadblocked or something. So you need to think fast.
Psychic
Nothing
suggestion.
overwhelms me.
Well, we'll see.
I am the god behind the stick.
All right. So, what, Flossie? I see you have dice. What are you
I
doing?
do indeed.
What are you
I am
doing?
going to suggest that they are barking up the wrong tree, so to speak.
You're gonna
They have found the wrong terrorist.
like psychically.
This is not the terrorist you're looking for.
You need to roll high for this.
All right. So
That is quotable. End of the fairy.
this is.
I have lag.
So I'm going to use my
No.
young exploit.
Hey,
Okay.
wait.
And the way that works is once per day when rolling a dice pool, I can declare it to be an exploding dice pool, and any sixes may be rolled again.
Hey, do you want to? Since that's in a, there's a check involved there, I would imagine.
Yeah.
You can add a 1d6 to it.
I happen to have 3 sixes, which is pretty rad.
Well, then I don't even need to bother. Never
Okay.
mind.
So I'm gonna. So that's 18. That's 21 plus whatever I roll on these sixes. Oh, hey, look, another 6. So 21, 25,
Hey, look, I'm
27.
awesomer.
33 plus. Okay, so that's the end of it. 37. Is that high enough?
Chad.
Listen, Mr. Manufacturer's benchmarks at his will. Is that high enough?
Is that high enough, viewers? Let's see what they
Let's
say.
see what the audience
Yes.
says.
See, VJ says yes.
Goddamn right.
Yes. Cheers. And juice, in fact.
Juice.
Juice. Yes.
Juice.
Yes.
Juice.
See, I like how you're catching on. This is good.
Oh,
This is good. See, I'm
Dear.
training them,
Thank
Joe.
you.
Look at this. I have to open fucking Steve's beer for him. I'm sorry, guys.
So the patrol craft is
I love you, babe.
the patrol,
Sorry,
the
I had
patrol,
to do that.
the patrol craft is dodging out of the way of Nick's fire, and then while Nick stops to reload, I'm assuming the patrol craft
Is that like the
steadies out.
ambulance?
Yeah, shut up. The patrol craft stops, doesn't stop, but it like stops weaving around, and over the loudspeaker says, "Oh, I guess we have the wrong terrorist. Our mistake," and then just kind of like turns off the road and keeps driving.
Yes.
I guess we have the wrong terrorist.
I love it when that happens.
We're not terrorists, but we're not currently the terrorists you're trying
These
to
are the
find.
terrorists you're looking for.
This is a completely different set of terrorists.
Yes.
And so Nick is very happy about this, and he slides the minigun back into its holding space,
Mhm.
See what happens when you fly with a psychic, Nick?
and he looks over at you and he goes, "Thank you, Flossie.
You know, I do what I can.
As a token of my esteem, you can push the detonator that detonates all of the gifts that we left at everyone's houses."
What?
Hold that thought. Hang on a second.
Oh, you've been delivering bombs.
That sounds like a terrible
That's really
idea.
great. Except, hang on. Can I borrow that detonator for a moment?
You give him, he gave you the detonator.
Great. Okay, Gideon, come here.
He was always like,
Wait.
Hang on, I'm working on
What?
it.
No.
Wait,
Hentai.
what? Yeah.
Can you do something about Nick?
Rin
Please?
is going to kick Nick off the spiff.
No, because Rin's kicking him off the spiff. I can talk to him first,
No.
but I
Hental,
don't. Yeah.
turn this puppy around.
Flipping a bitch!
"So are you?
Hold on, dear butts!
Whoa, wait.
Gideon, make it stop.
Hold on. We have multiple people are trying to do things. We have to do this in order. So,
Okay, fine.
Ren, you're kicking Nick off the skiff.
Yes,
Give,
hard.
give me a strength and brawl roll.
This is the spiff!
This is Christmas.
Let's see. 25.
Yes.
Yeah, he eats shit off the side of the skiff.
Take that, you fucking terrorists.
Okay, and Hental, you're gonna do a 180.
Yeah.
Give me a piloting roll.
Okay.
He's currently behind us. If you 180, are you gonna?
Run him over?
Does
Yes.
this mean I get to go down the chimneys again to get the things I delivered and bring them back?
We might not have time for that.
Who says we don't have time? We have all the time in the world.
23?
We don't want them opening the presents
that-
and accidentally detonating.
That's what I mean. We gotta go get them.
So we do it
Rocking
quickly.
around the Christmas tree. See, because they're going to blow up and we got to get there
Yeah,
quick.
not funny
Um,
at all.
Totally funny. We're on the way to fix it. Why can't we have some jokes on the way?
Jokes are good.
So you do
Listen.
a 180.
Listen, the spriffle, the spruffle. Spuffle?
Spuffle.
Spuffle.
The spuffle thinks it's funny. Why don't you?
I'm not a spuffle.
See, there it is.
I think
Spuffle laughter.
I think Kim just molested a spuffle.
No, she molested my
It likes
finger,
it,
which
it's
is molesting
fine.
a spuffle.
I
It's
got
weird.
consent
It's
ahead of
spuffleception.
time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Rin kicks Nick off the skiff. Hental does a really cool
Go to
looking
hell in every
180
religion.
drift. Hental, are you going to
Oh, I
go
got-
out of your way to whack Nick with the skiff, or are you just going to keep going back to the?
I mean, I'm not going to go out of my way to not whack him with the spiff.
Give me another piloting roll to see if you hit him.
That one needs to go out of the way. I got to put dice in the prison. Hang on. Hey, fans, this is the timeout zone. These dice rolled bad.
Bad dice.
James's dice jail.
I'm wagging my finger at it because they're
Yes.
bad.
It might
Alright.
help.
Maybe.
You
we'll
never
find
know.
out.
Can't hurt
Alright,
anything.
so. It's Saint Nick or Terrorist Nick's final countdown. All right, I don't make the rules. I
Well,
just follow them.
we'll see what you roll.
23.
You rolled a 23 to kill Santa Claus.
No.
No,
So
no,
we're
he's
clear.
not
I
real
rolled
Santa
a
Claus.
23 to not kill Santa Claus.
Yes.
I wasn't aiming for him,
So
but I
you-
wasn't gonna avoid
So-
him.
So you turn, and in the lights you see like the snow has started falling in the road, and then just Nick just comes up as you're hitting the
Wait,
skip.
does he
Just-
hop up like one
No.
of those like backflip pop up
No,
things?
no,
like
he's
a
like-
ninja.
No, he's getting up because like he's got that hurt leg. He's like, oh, you hit him, goes, oh, you fucker. Pretty much.
Hey, Zeke, take back that cast thing that you put on.
Can you poison him?
He's back.
He's back there.
We have extras. It's okay.
Can we
Okay,
can we
good.
detonate one of these bombs? Like set one of these bombs on a timer and throw them at him?
So okay, wait.
Let's
So
just-
But that would
Maybe.
explode
Hold
all
on.
the rest of them. So hold
So-
on.
Alright, this one needs to go.
so
in jail, too.
Flossie
Bad
has the
guy.
detonator, and she called Gideon over there. So Gideon, after the
Needs to
180,
disarm it.
hold on. Okay.
Red wires, green wires, whatever it is, do the thing.
This isn't a movie. This is real life, Flossie.
Hey.
Hey.
What would John McClane do?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
WWJMD.
So Gideon, he gets a stern look on his face, and he nods at you, Hental, and then he takes his shoes off.
Goddamn right. Also,
no, don't step on
hey,
any
just
glass.
so we're clear, that's my inspiration to you.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker!
Goddamn right, Gideon.
Santa got run over by a space skiff.
Like you could say there's no such thing as Spanta, but the body under the spit disagrees.
Oh my gosh.
This is fucking
Fennec!
perfect.
And VJ, you are amazing and I love you. Mwah.
VJ and Fennec are special treasures.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
Big time.
Screenshot of that.
So
Yes.
I
so
encourage you not to cry.
oh, and Gideon
This
gets
is a joyous moment.
gets an extra die from Hental. So what
Ooh,
Gideon gets. He got a 24.
You're
Oh,
goddamn
snap.
right he did.
All right, so Gideon actually manages to he deactivates the detonator. So it's like, so great. So the bombs won't go off because of the detonator.
Right. So now we just need to go back, and I'll just go down the chimney, and I'll just get them out. It'll be great.
There's
Let's do
no
it.
time for that.
Why not?
I'm just gonna go through the front door and get him.
Okay, go for it.
Yes.
Let's do
Let's
it.
do it.
Yes.
Go Red. Go Red. Go Red.
Go Red. Hey, do you want me to
Are
probably
we
cover
there
with the
yet?
family? Like, I'll lie.
Yeah,
to them.
do like the sardine thing, like we did on
Only
that
if-
ship.
Necessary.
I can just be like, Union Space Corps business, ma'am.
So we still have the decorations from the first,
Yeah.
from
Yes.
the last
Last-
place.
Yes.
Yeah.
When I go up to the door, I'll bring them to return them.
Just imagining the scene. Somebody kicks in my door. Here are your decorations back. Give me all your presents.
Okay, so Ren,
Das Ubersata.
we're gonna do it like this. So you're gonna roll 3 times for 3 different houses, and based on the majority of what you get for each house is going to see how the rest of the night goes. So if you do well on these 3, you succeed. If you fail horribly all 3 of your rolls, then you guys fail.
Okay.
So first house, this is if we're backtracking, this is the first house where Flossie ripped up all their decorations. So if you're gonna just bust on in and take the
Yeah.
presents, give me what skill do you have that would be related to that? The breaking and entering.
Violence? Is violence a skill?
Oh, and VJ suggests that you still have the candy cane in your mouth while you're doing all this.
Yeah.
Like
Yes,
a cigar, but
definitely.
you know.
Excellent, VJ.
Definitely.
Just-
Agreed.
And Rin
Yes.
loves it when a plan
Can-
comes
Can
together.
you do me a favor? When you kick open the door, can you utter, I'm getting too old for this shit.
Yes. Do it. Do it.
Please.
Well,
do
The
it,
recommendation
do
from
it,
Fennec is
do
marry
it.
fucking space miss punks.
Ooh.
Also good.
Ooh.
Maybe we could combine them somehow.
All right, so
Oh,
this,
the first one we let the presents
that's
outside.
right. The one with the decorations, you did leave the presents outside.
Oh, so I don't have to break in.
You don't
I
have to,
just
no.
need to grab them
Hashtag
and go.
bonus round.
Well, actually, at this point, because the lights were on, the people
They may
in the
have
house
taken
are
them inside.
they may have taken them inside, and they're also
Yes.
investigating what the fuck happened to their decorations. So
Yes.
you are going to have to bust in and possibly intimidate some people on
Okay.
on Christmas.
So I'm
Why
going
not
to
both? Fucking right, Fat Tack.
Mm.
strength to knock down the door.
Okay. Do you have a
I
skill
have
related
brawling. I have
I think you could brawl a door. That
to that?
seems reasonable.
survival.
No.
I could intimidate the door.
Just
I
do
can teach you.
give me a straight up strength roll.
Okay.
Don't forget the 2d6 for your arms.
Oh, that's already in.
It's already
and
in?
then
Okay.
I have the one from
From me.
Hintel.
From Hansel. All right.
From Hintel teaching me.
Counterproductive.
Oh.
What have you done?
Oh,
I've spilled booze.
Alcohol abuse.
Oh,
Motherfucker.
you are cut off, sir.
On
The problem
my
is I'm not even
dice.
drunk.
Is that enough, Christy?
Well, I was trying to.
She was trying to roll good, and then I cursed it with
Good
spilled
luck.
booze. Okay, let's put these
Oh
over
my
here,
goodness.
dry them off.
Oh, it burns.
It
Wow.
burns us.
VJ
No.
just called party foul.
What's
It's-
Taters?
Yes.
No,
DJ's not wrong.
Christy, it's
Okay.
it's booze, not holy water. It shouldn't burn.
No, it's wheat booze. It should
Oh,
definitely burn.
that's
I have
that's
gluten and a cut in my thumb. I'm gonna die.
Oh no! Don't die. We need you.
Please don't die, Christy.
That's not okay.
21.
Woo-hoo. 21 is good.
So you managed to knock the door down off its hinges. Inside, the family is awake, and they're in the living room where the tree and some of the presents are, and look like they're on their communicators, I guess, calling the authorities because somebody stole a whole bunch of decorations. And you come busting on in like the motherfucking Terminator, with snow blizzing all around you, with a candy cane in your mouth, going, "I'm gonna need those presents back."
Here's your decorations. Apologies. Good tidings and cheer.
Give
These
me,
are mine.
hey, give me an intimidation roll.
What skill is intimidation?
Just so we're clear, I parked like
Charisma?
5 feet from the door, So she is within 30 feet.
Word.
I don't think it really matters at this
10.
point.
Add D6 to that.
I did.
Oh, damn. Can I donate a luck die to that?
Would you like to roll some luck dice? If Hental can donate
Yes.
his own luck to you, that's fine.
I'll do it.
If you want to use your own,
I
that's
got
fine
3
too.
floating ready to go.
I'll use one of Pental's.
Do it. Do
12.
How the fuck you gonna waste more luck die like that?
I pull my sword.
Oh man!
Talk about escalation of force. I like it.
And take the presents.
You get to add another d6 to that.
Your presents come with me if you want to live.
I'm now up to 13.
All the Terminator, all the time.
Get through the skiff. Do it now.
Christy, you're rolling like I am. Hooray!
Wait, did you pass the curse on? We need her to roll good.
We need me to roll good too.
We need more need her to roll good.
Okay,
You need me
audience.
to roll well.
Hey, audience.
I don't English.
I get it.
How does this family fight back against Rin, who's busting in, trying to take their Christmas presents,
and
threatening them with a sword?
Stop cursing the dice.
Yeah, everyone's mad at you, Steve, for cursing the dice.
Fucking Steve.
Stab the
And
president.
I would like to say I'm going to blame the glass spilling on
Yes.
Steve also. I don't know how.
No, it is not
Yes,
my fault.
definitely pet the doggo. He's awesome.
Okay, thank you for agreeing to pet the doggo, and not that the glass spilling is somehow my fault.
No, it's the glass spilling is not your fault. You did not extend the curse to the glass.
Thank you.
Yes, it's only the dice,
That's right.
which is why you can't touch mine.
so VJ suggests that Rin gets the Home Alone treatment.
They saw you coming to that. Wait, how much prep time do
Booby
they have?
traps!
How
No,
much prep time do they have?
Oh my gosh!
Like
what?
10 minutes?
Did
Right.
you see the candy cane? Look,
yeah, I
candy
did. I did.
canes.
But this is gonna be a number of things. So Rin, I need you to give me like some kind of skill that's related to dodge. Do you have
I have
something like that?
dodge.
Roll
Oh,
that.
that's
Roll
gonna be
agility and dodge for me.
16.
You manage to dodge the paint cans that come sailing through the air that are on strings, and they don't hit you in the face.
That's good. But am I on marbles now?
Now they're coming at you with sharpened candy canes for some reason, so you're gonna have to fight them off to get these presents.
I'll get this.
I will fight them. I will fight them. I will not fight the children.
Okay. You still have your sword in your
I
hand.
will.
Machete. Wait,
No,
oh,
it's
a
you got an
sword.
upgrade. That's
She's
right.
got that
It's a
double-handed
two-handed
sword
sword.
now. Mhm.
I won't lethally hurt anybody, but I will knock people out.
Okay. So
With the
give
flat of the sword.
me an attack roll.
It's a very Terminator thing to do. when you can't
You're
kill
going to
somebody.
do non-lethal damage.
You
No,
can't
you're
go
gonna-
around killing
To use an
people.
old
I
D&D
just
turn,
speak
you're going
out
to do subdual damage.
Mm-hmm. Feels good.
Hmm. 26.
All right. So you managed to whack the dad pretty good. Give me a damage roll.
The dice are
Um,
blessed with alcohol.
18.
What?
18 damage?
Yes.
Oh, he's out.
That's good.
So are you going to go attack the mom now?
Is she still attacking after seeing that?
Well, she just saw you take her husband down, so she's throwing glass ornaments at you.
And why wouldn't she? To
Of
be
course
honest?
not. I mean,
Really?
come on.
Then yes.
This is true.
This is like Christmas at my house.
Remind me not to
Thanksgiving
come
all
over
over
this
again.
No,
holiday
no,
season.
when I was growing up.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, I don't want to have to do this, but I need these presents, so.
Just tell him they're fucking wrong. Just let him know the truth.
Then
Okay,
sure
at this
you
point, would
would
you
tell
believe
them
there's a
it's a
bomb in
bomb.
your presents?
I saw Rin beating dad.
If Ren kicked in my door and was like, "Give me the presents now, they're a bomb," I would
Give me
believe
the
that.
presents if you want to live.
Your bicycle, your stockings, your shoes. I need them
And
now.
your motorcycle.
Right. And your skiff. Give them to me.
I rolled a 39 to attack.
Oh my
Jesus.
god.
Mary, mother of fuck.
Did you roll 3 6s?
No.
Okay, you roll damage.
You got a 39 without getting 3
I
6.
roll a lot of dice. I'm strong.
She is a tank. Yeah, it's true.
13, 14, 15, 16, 18 damage.
Yeah. Oh, she goes down pretty good too.
Just mean mug the kids.
I'm gonna take candy canes out of my pockets and hand them to the kids.
So the kids, they give you their presents, and they take the candy cane and go, "Why, Mrs. Claus? Why?"
These presents weren't for you. I'm sorry.
Oh.
They were bad presents.
They were supposed to be
wouldn't have
delivered to
liked
the
them.
IRA.
Are our parents going to wake up?
Yes, they
Oh,
will. They're just
good.
sleeping right now.
Okay. They go through their pockets
Looking for loose change?
for candy.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay, I take the presents.
House one.
Okay.
Next house.
Next one.
Next.
I want Hetal to give me another piloting roll
God damn it.
for shits and giggles.
Don't use any of those
One, two,
dice jail dice.
Oh yeah, no, they're in jail. So
Okay,
they're not
good.
getting out. There's no early parole in dice jail. Like what the terrible idea. Alright.
Bryn is not a monster. She wouldn't have killed parents in front of their children.
And she
Don't
waits-
call me. Your
Flossie.
parents were
That's
dead.
what Flossie would
I
do.
killed-
Not
No, no,
intentionally.
no, no. Bryn would kill the parents. Flossie would kill the children.
You know, accidents happen.
Flossie would use the children
No.
as shields.
Not
Flossie,
necessarily.
Flossie.
What?
Stop calling children accidents.
Does 30
That's not what I
count?
meant.
What?
30.
Yeah, you
You
got
know,
it.
I have
nobody's accused you of
2
eating your
6s,
parents
not
yet.
3 6s. Do those explain?
Oh, cannibal
fine.
joke. Thank you. Take the heat off Flossie.
You're fine.
This is good.
30.
Alright.
30.
I'm not a cannibal.
So
Sure.
So Hental manages to get you to the next house without any other kind of
The
patrol.
fuck you mean
interception.
manages? Like it's a difficult task.
So you get there. So next house, Ren, how are you dealing with this one? This one has a chimney.
Kicking down the door. I will quickly steal the presents and get out of there. The lights are off.
Yes, the lights are
The
off.
lights are off. I'll do
Alright.
it quickly.
All right. Kick down that door.
Is this the house that had the small dog with the squeaky toy?
That was,
No,
That was
no. This is the
the
next
next
that
one.
was the
Okay.
first house.
Okay.
So that'll be the last house in reverse order.
Right.
That's a lot of good rolls.
Oh wow.
25 to kick down the door.
Yeah, that door is gone. That door is sailed across the room and embedded in the wall.
Okay, will be awkward for them, but you know,
We're not terrible, Fennec.
it'll be festive
We
and
just fumble
snowy in there when they
sometimes.
wake up in the morning.
And you're gonna just jack all the presents.
Yeah, and get out.
You're not. Do you have any perception type skills?
No.
Then just give me a straight up intuition roll.
16?
Okay. So you're not 100% certain you remember what exactly the presents you dropped off looked like, so you just grab all of
Oh my god.
them and you run out of the house.
Okay.
Wait, can I discern that she grabbed more than? we
I would
dropped
know
off
what
at a
they
normal
look
house?
like. I can be like, hey, Rin, it's this one. Put those back.
So at this point, since time might be a factor, you guys probably just leave whatever presents that you remember on the side of the road.
I'm gonna
Okay.
leave them. to
Yeah,
scuffle.
we can. Yeah. We can leave the rest of them like just there,
And then you're
just
gonna-
take the
These
bad
children
ones.
need a spuffle.
And you're gonna throw a spuffle into the
No, I'm
house.
gonna walk in and place it gently in the stocking.
Oh, they're
Oh,
so sweet. It's their new pet.
Yes.
Yes, it is
Ooh,
really cute.
Is there a
after all.
shoebox nearby that I can cut holes in and leave it in?
Pets are really bad presents.
Listen,
Well,
we delivered
Agreed,
them bombs.
however.
I'm pretty sure a pet
Yeah.
is an upgrade.
On the scale of bad presents, pets are way higher than bombs.
that's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right, I'm gonna leave them the spuffle.
It coos cutely.
That's the cooing sound of the spuffle, in case anyone's wondering.
Yes.
Yes, we do need to establish the spuffle sound.
Okay. And so the pilot comes back from
Hashtag
the
take
inside of the house and takes off again. You get to the first house.
What noises are
First slash
sandworms?
last.
You're just gonna go bust in the
What
door
was
again.
first is last. What was last was first.
Give me another roll.
This kid's gonna be fucking stoked over a spuffle.
Yes.
24.
Like a boss.
Yeah, that door is off its hinges.
Good. Grab the presents.
You let the snow in. Give me an intuition roll.
What about the little dog in the squeaky toy?
Hold on.
9.
All right, audience. What do these little yippy dogs do to Rin while she's trying to find the right presents that she needs to take away? Now, there's a delay, guys. So
I know. I'm just.
Genius is incoming. I guarantee it.
Or chaos.
Accurate.
But
Yes. Chaos does need to be incoming.
all right, so we got one that says "bite her coat," and now they're just hanging off your coat and pull your shoes off.
It's like a 10-second delay on this thing, man.
They hop into her purse. and
Pull her
give
shoes
a-
off!
Pull my shoes off, Matt. Thanks.
No, okay. So one chomps onto your shoe and yanks it off, while the other one is hanging off of your coat and just growling with like its paws out while you're spinning around.
We can.
I'm going to intimidate them. I will growl.
Give me an intimidation
Okay,
roll.
do it up.
Add one to
Roll
this.
charisma and intimidate. I just want to. The DC for this is kind of high because they're animals.
Shouldn't that be lower?
Yeah, I was
Just,
gonna
just
say.
roll.
Oh, shoot. 11.
Can I donate a luck die to that?
They're tiny dogs. They're vicious and stupid. Are you in range to donate a luck die?
I've been parking 5 feet from the door,
Okay.
so I would hope
If
so.
Ren wants to use your luck die,
What the
Jeez.
fuck, Ren?
I'm at 12 now.
for fuck's sake,
Damn it.
man.
It's Steve's fault.
It is Steve's fault.
it is
Fuck
not
Steve.
my fault. You don't believe in
Actually,
the dice
I know
curse.
it's not Steve's fault because dice rolls are random and they have no memory.
No,
You
sorry,
say
they
that.
get cursed.
Thank you.
And yet somebody
All right.
can't roll to save our
So-
lives.
So, audience,
I rolled to save our lives specifically because I'm a doctor.
Then the only reason it works is because you have so many fucking points in it.
so viewers,
Accuracy through.
Rin failed to intimidate these little yippy dogs into leaving her alone. How do they respond in a
Come
way that
on.
inconveniences Rin in some way?
Oh no, we
Wait,
don't
I've been-
need any fire.
I've been fucking up people's yards.
No fire? But we like fire.
Are
That's
the
part
houses
of our
made out of
theme.
wood?
That
Well,
would
then
be
they would
so
already
bad.
be on fire because the heat
They
from the
can't be
Christmas
made out of
decorations.
wood.
So
They
Rin,
beat our shoes.
Rin, they're hanging off of you, and you growl at them, and you scare them, but they don't run away. They just pee all over you.
That is so not good.
I grab the presents. They're small. They can hang off of me and pee on me if they
dog
want.
Rin.
I still have the candy cane.
You're just grabbing all the presents.
They're not gonna phase me.
Okay, so Rin comes walking out of the house with a candy cane
They-
in
they
her mouth,
know
a whole bunch of
fire.
presents in her arms.
Fire
Thank
dog?
God the house
Their
is
dogs
made
are
of
not
wood.
on fire.
No, the
Sad.
dogs are peeing fire.
Why would dogs pee
I
fire?
don't know.
You don't know
these dogs.
chemistry. Obviously,
Weird.
because it's
You
wood.
know what? You know
Right.
what? No,
Right.
no. You know what? One of them has kidney stones, and it really hurts the doggy. Okay,
No,
but
no.
it's
God.
peeing
That
anyway.
dog is pissing flame. Why? Because sport exists. That's why.
These are
If
spots.
we're gonna upend the basic laws of chemistry, let's fucking go all in.
Right on.
Damn
Hey,
right.
all in. Right?
All in.
Hashtag. Give me the hashtag. Hashtag all
There
in.
we go.
Right on.
Hashtag all in. It's gonna happen.
That's true, Fennec. You do give us chaos. Thank you.
So Rin gets back in the skiff with some presents and some new doggies, and she smells terrible.
Can we throw the doggies overboard?
They
They're
were
really
dogs-
irritating.
speed dogs.
They're not
apparently.
actually. They don't actually pee fire, but they pee something that ignites very easily.
They pee sport.
She smells like lighter fluid. It's liquid spud.
They pee
They were
accelerant.
speed off.
Flossie,
Right.
can you mind magic these dogs off of me?
Do you want them dead?
No.
Just get them to leave the
Get them off.
the skiff.
Out.
Is
I
your-
could try.
Is your mic on?
Get them to leave the skiff, please.
I will do what I can.
So animals do not have like sophisticated brains. So
Ooh,
you wouldn't be able to
that's-
Could I
command
knock them out with
Side
drugs?
blast should help anyway.
You could probably just yank them and toss them,
You can try.
Or
Do you want to try doing
drugs.
that first?
or drugs.
or
Oh, you
drugs.
still have the syringer, don't you?
Yeah.
Damn it, that's awesome.
Give me a roll.
I'm
The
going.
one
I don't
good
have
thing
to
Zeke has
shoot the
done.
syringes. I can just take the syringes out and just.
Okay, there we. Yeah, sure.
Just start stabbing little puppies.
Yeah.
Goodness.
So you're gonna give tiny dogs, tiny little household pets, enough drugs to knock a person out. Go ahead.
No,
roll.
I'm not gonna give
Just-
them.
Just roll. Just roll. Just roll. Roll.
Is this chemistry?
It's veterinary medicine.
You know what it is? A skill check that you get a 1d6 bonus on.
So that's 3 dice plus my intuition is 3 dice plus 1 die from Hental.
You're welcome for my service.
Thank you. That's 4 sixes, 5 sixes is 32, 4, 5.
Fuck.
He does all the things.
You guesstimate correctly and you knock the dogs out without killing them.
Like a fucking veterinarian ninja.
boss.
Oh yeah.
Hey, look, Zeke, you did something right.
Do you want to put them in their stockings?
We totally should.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm down with that. I'll
Yeah.
help.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wait, the stockings are bigger than these fucking rodents, right?
oh, they're hung by the chimneys with care.
Well,
that
they
is not a
were.
determination of size.
Yes, you
but
just put
location.
unconscious doggies in the stocking.
Okay.
They might wake up
Beat
that
up.
morning. Yeah.
I think fucking gold.
Yeah. All the gold.
So that's pretty much how the night goes for. So what happens is Flossie had a great time delivering these gifts to these houses.
Very much so.
Rin gets hurt. She gets peed on. She gets bit. She gets attacked. She has
I
to
got
knock
cookies.
parents out.
Cookies are good.
She got cookies, so she's happy.
Fennec, oh my god.
We were too far away, Fennec.
Let the dogs
I'm not
eat the
turning
remains
around
of
for a dog.
Spanta.
I
You know,
saw Hental
our-
killing Santa Claus.
Our viewers are
Brutal.
Just
Morbid
as
and
weird as
awesome.
we are.
Yes.
They're awesome.
Yes.
brutal.
Yes. That's why
Alright.
we love them.
All right.
Fucking cutthroat AF.
That's right.
So
Cheers
based
to
on the
that.
rolls that you guys got, you delivered all the gifts and then you managed to get them all back. What are you doing with these gifts once you collect them all?
We're going to save them to detonate in case of future detonation emergencies.
Wait.
Yes. What?
Does Santa have a home base?
You don't know.
Maybe.
Cool.
I have a computer skill, and we have an engineer on board.
Could we
I'm just saying.
backtrack where his home, where he started off this night at
Well,
before we encountered him?
We're in his skiff.
Right.
Is there a home,
Check the
like return
registration.
home?
Ooh, yeah,
Button?
registration. Does it have a registration in the glove box?
I doubt a terrorist registers his fucking
You
skiff.
never know.
I bet this
he
one's
might not
just
be a
dumb
smart
enough
one.
to have done so.
What he said.
Hental, I want you to roll your luck.
Luck?
Yeah.
Okay. 11.
You don't find too much. You do find something that has his address on it. It's an old bill in the glove box.
Wait, so let me get this straight.
Junkman.
It's the future.
Yeah.
In space.
Yeah.
Yes.
They still
With
haven't got
every
paid.
Also known as this future.
This future.
Yeah.
In space.
Yeah.
He did not
With
choose
every
the paperless
vehicle
Uh-huh.
linked up to SPPS.
Yeah.
And we can't SPAC track this Spiff's SPAC back to where he's originated from.
No, you got his address.
From Spunk Mail.
Yes.
Don't say spunk mail.
Ah, hashtag canon. Spunk mail is real.
That's what we used to call the Sears catalog.
Victoria's Secret, bro. Victoria's
That
Secret.
too.
Vicky's was a champ. Thank you, Victoria's Secret.
Victoria
You're the
doesn't have a
real
whole lot of
MVP.
secrets left.
Oh my goodness. Alrighty then.
So you have an address.
We do indeed.
Yep.
Listen, listeners, if you like spunk mail, go ahead and chat in a thumbs up.
You know what? Send us some spunk.
No,
No!
I mean, I'm not gonna say no, but fuck it, whatever.
Yes.
You do
I
what
love
you
it
feel
when I
you
can
have
make
to do
you
to
do
show us
that.
your appreciation.
Oh,
Be
God.
careful what you wish for.
Rule 34. Oh, God.
You never know. Something interesting might happen. Should we give them an address?
No.
No?
No.
Unless you want to give him your ex-husband's.
Oh, good idea! Yes!
And my ex-wife.
Send all spunk mail
type,
to.
type it in the chat. All right. All right.
Oh my goodness.
So you have Nick's address, his billing address actually.
Thank you, Benny.
What do you do?
We're gonna go back and drop off the spawns.
The spawns?
Okay. So you
So we
drive.
can spetonate them later.
You go back. You drop off the presents or the bombs.
The presents.
Sure.
Okay.
Are you how are you doing this? Are you just dumping them there and driving off, or what?
Do the skiff spees have a spore lock on
Oh,
them?
you use real words. James.
Apparently, some people use space
It's like
for them.
talking to a child.
I've had like
Not the
three,
baby talk.
I've had like 3 beers and a shot of whiskey. Okay, I can't.
Listen, lightweight. I'm tired of your shit.
I'm sorry. I'm not army strong.
Clearly not.
You
He's
should work on
apparently
that.
not even Navy strong.
Oh, I got a video to show you guys after this. It's fucking glorious. I'll play it for everyone on webcam.
But is he Air Force strong?
Probably.
There's no such thing.
It's Army strong.
I'm
There's
just
no such
saying.
thing.
If
The
there's
Air
a Navy
Force-
strong, there needs to
Alright.
be.
Listen, Air
They
Force
need to
All right.
be-
Strong is
Whoa.
equivalent to
Okay.
military
Whoa.
knowledge. I'm
Hey.
just saying.
Hey.
Anyways,
What are we doing?
I'm gonna see if the skiff has keys. Does it? Yay or nay?
Yes.
All right. One of those keys is a door key by
Sure.
default.
Sure.
We're gonna walk those presents the fuck into that room.
Okay.
Oh
All
shit!
right.
Who's in that house?
No one that we care about.
No.
Mrs. Splaws.
Hey, no. Audience. They get in the house. What do they find in there?
An orphanage.
Happy birthday, Timmy!
This motherfucker's hiding a goddamn terror cell in an orphanage. We're keeping the bombs.
Can you think of a better place? Tacos and more bombs.
Nice, David.
Fennec, chair force, Fennec.
So. Okay, so our audience has decreed that you walk in and you find more bombs,
Yes.
tacos, and
Yes.
Mrs. Claus working out.
Yes.
I'm gonna drop off the bombs and say, "Hey, we're here to give these back." I'm gonna take a tray of tacos, hard, not soft, because let's be honest, hard is
Gluten-free.
better.
Can it be the?
Gluten-free.
Well, does corn have gluten in it?
No.
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 Then they're corn shells. Perfect. Corn shell
But-
tacos tray and a bowl of cheese because it's hard to come by good spees in space.
Can it be the hard tacos that have the soft tacos on the outside with like the
Like the
refried
gordita?
beans? Yeah, kind of. Yeah, in the middle and maybe
know
like
what?
both.
You know what? Every restaurant in the future is Taco Bell. See what I did there?
Yes.
See what I did there? You see
Spot-
what I did there?
Spacco spell.
I was thinking Spemolition Man, but sure,
Sure. Okay.
sure.
Yeah.
So it's like Taco Bell, but it's in the future and it's space. So it's Spaco
Right,
Bell.
Right.
Spaco Spell. And I grabbed the plate of gorditas.
Gorditas.
Sportitas. Thank you. Steve. I appreciate your dedication to canon.
That's right.
Fist bump.
I've
Fist
lost
bump.
control of my life.
That happened the
That-
first time we recorded.
You
bro.
know what? I was gonna say that.
Right.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
been a
So
while.
this
Which, to be fair, was a Shadowrun episode.
it was.
Accurate.
So the Sportitas come with me, and I'm gonna hold the bag of spalms out towards Mrs. Claus and be like, "Don't fuck with us, pumpkin. These are yours."
Oh, he used the pumpkin.
Yeah, I said
Spunkin?
pumpkin. Spunkin.
Yes.
Better.
Right.
Better.
Right.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Listen,
I
Spandy
do what I
Kane.
can.
Listen, Spandy Kane. This is yours. This is yours.
Talk
I'm
about
gonna
one of the
grab-
franchise wars.
Yes!
So you drop off the bombs in front of Mrs. Claus, who's doing some hardcore stuff in front of Spewtube.
Pilates.
Sure.
Spewtube? That's
Pilates.
no, that's bad. Spewtube?
She's doing her Pilates on
Oh,
Spewtube.
No.
She's
Back
CrossFit.
here,
no.
hardcore.
She's doing Frostfit.
She's gonna tell you all about it, bro.
Spoga, good one. I like it.
Spoga.
Spoomba.
So I want to drop the
Spoomba. I
bomb
like
presents.
Spoomba better than
Drop.
You
Spoga.
drop the
I'm gonna
presents,
grab the tray of Sportitas.
take the
I'm also gonna grab the bowl of Spees because everyone knows Spanta likes Spockos when he comes back from a sprung. So I'm gonna take his food because fuck him, and then we're gonna get in the sleigh and leave.
Well, he's dead.
Well, I can't verify that he's dead, but I
Can
certainly
you
didn't
really
try to
kill
miss him.
Christmas spirit?
You don't
What we
even
did
need
do
that
was
SP
kill
to that.
terrorism. You're welcome, Freedom. You're welcome.
Maybe the spirit of Christmas is terrorism.
No, no,
It's-
that's
We were the
socialism.
terrorists all along.
Dun
Am
dun
I the bad guy?
dun.
So you do that. You take your tacos or gorditas, Sportitas,
P90X.
Uh-huh. Speed 90X.
and
90X.
you leave.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Flossie, I need you to hold out the button so that when Spis's Claus comes out to try to talk some shit after her Speed 90X, you can just tell her we're gonna blow shit up.
With the
She doesn't-
disabled detonator
yeah,
because she
doesn't even
doesn't know.
it's
I
yeah,
see.
yeah,
I
see?
hear you.
You
I
see?
hear you.
You
I
see?
hear you.
Fist bump.
Yes. I
Fist
got
bump
it.
of awesome.
Detonator.
Give me an intimidation roll,
Shit.
or
Assistance.
bluff, or bluff,
Bluff.
or something,
Or something.
or something.
Mm.
Something that's about making
You can
somebody
have my
believe
last
it's
Hyp-
true.
hypnotism.
Can you compel
Yes.
the fuck
You
out of
know
that
what?
old woman?
You know what? Fuck it.
Hypnotism.
Okay, let's hypnotize this bitch.
You
Alright, here we
can
go.
do it.
We're putting that on t-shirts. Let's hypnotize this bitch.
All right. So 8, 11, 16.
You fucking hypnotize this bitch.
Yes.
Everything about this is
And-
terrible, and I love it.
I inspire her through the forces of hypnotism to
Listen,
walk
it's
back into her
tacos.
house and enjoy the
Tacos are good.
rest of the cookies that are left in her kitchen and to just forget that this ever happened.
Sure.
Forget that this ever happened.
Okay. So you do that.
Yes.
What are y'all doing now? Are y'all going back to the ship or
Huh?
what?
Take your battery again.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Um,
Let's go back to the ship
Get the fuck out of here.
with our
Mhm.
tacos. Hey guys, I got tacos
Tacos.
with cheese.
tacos rule.
real cheese?
Yeah.
Yes,
It's,
bring it.
It's Spees.
Oh man.
Also, there may or may not be some spree fried beans between the soft and hard taco shells.
That
Or
that
Spocker
really
shells.
that really makes me
I
happy
feel
because that's my
bad
favorite. About
about
what?
Right.
ruining whatever this was for all those people.
Maybe we have something on
Wait,
board
you
the
mean
Badger
you
that we
feel
can-
bad about ruining bomb
The fact that
delivery
they were gonna get blown
service?
up?
No, that they were expecting something.
Do we know if they were expecting anything? Because I'm pretty sure they all seemed rather surprised.
I don't think they were
that somebody was
expecting
dropping
bombs.
gifts off.
No, they weren't
Well,
expecting
Rand,
bombs.
Right.
at least you got a nice hat out of it.
Hats are cool.
Can we go back
You
to the
don't
fucking
drink-
ship now?
You don't drink tacos, NW Ferry.
Oh man, these tacos are nice. Let's go back to the ship. We got hot sauce. Oh, we do have eggnog.
Yeah,
Eggnog.
but
The
eggnog
good,
is
the
a
good
taco
kind.
nog.
It's not.
Forget that stuff.
No, we
This
don't
one.
have any taco nog.
Yeah.
All right. So, are we going?
Taco nog. What?
Shut up. Are we going back? I say that
That was
with
me.
love.
I own that.
Are we going back to the ship?
Yes.
Yes.
Should
On
we
the-
do
on-
something for
wait.
Christmas for the people of this
Can we
settlement?
keep the skiff?
Yes, we should do a good thing for them.
Done.
Which I think is
Wait,
what
wait,
Rin
wait,
was
wait, wait.
trying to say.
Okay, good. Good. Let's do that. Let's do a good thing. What's our good thing? Gideon, you should have some ideas.
Why do I have ideas?
Because
for
you're the
good things to
best
do?
person here.
Accurate.
The best human.
Is there a pet store open?
Ooh.
A pet store?
Not open at this point. At
We
this
said
time.
pets make
We can
terrible
make it
things.
open.
There's a pet store?
We can make it open.
Yeah.
I can make it open.
Sure.
Sure.
Let's get spuffles for everybody.
Spuffles for everyone!
Okay, well, so this is what's gonna happen. Flossie, since you're the expert on breaking and entering,
Yes.
I need you just to give me a roll
Okay.
to break in, and then we'll do
Sure.
an epilogue of how you guys
Wait, do
end
we
your
really need a
night.
roll to break a window?
Yes.
Just-
I'm not breaking a
if you
window.
can do it without
that's
getting
classless.
caught.
Oh, I didn't know we were going classy. I'm sorry. That's a new thing for us. I'm sorry. I didn't know we
Of course
did
I'm going
classy.
classy.
My
It's a
bad.
pet store. Goodness. What kind of person
We
do
don't
you
want
think
to
I
do
am,
more
Hental?
damage than we have to.
All right,
You
hang
want
on.
an honest answer?
No.
Good answer. See, she gave you an honest answer.
Hey, I got the kaboom. Oh my gosh. I got 3 6s. I crit.
Let
3
go, balls.
6s.
So you managed to get into the pet store, get all the spuffles in the store
got
without
all the
raising any
spuffles.
alarms,
Right.
or
Oh,
getting in any trouble.
And I'm
okay.
gonna leave money to pay for them.
Awesome.
So the
All right.
Spolies aren't after us?
No, the Spolies.
There's no spambulance coming after us?
Fuck the Spolies. All right?
Spambulance.
I thought I said that right. I'm sorry.
No.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Spambulance.
Spambulance.
Thank you.
All right.
But yes, that's right, VJ. Hot damn indeed.
I'm supposed to sing a
Right.
song also in a southern accent, just so we're clear. That was stated earlier.
We're
Jingle
not-
bells.
As I recall.
Spambulance.
Jingle bells.
We're not doing that just yet. So you get all the spuffles and you get back on the ship, and as you guys buzz the town, you're throwing spuffles out because spuffles can take a fall. They can.
Yeah.
They bounce.
Obviously, because they're used for
And,
spuffles.
and so
Right.
now it's raining spuffles all over
Wait,
this community.
Wait. Pause. Can I
Smell
start
those spuffles.
giggling? Can I start giggling and have Gideon say, "What's going on, Hental?"
Sure.
It's time to buzz the town. See, because it's a Top Gun reference.
Right,
Because
we
we're
know
all
what it
about those
is.
cheesy 80 movies.
Right.
Yes.
See what I did there?
Right.
Mhm.
You see what I did there?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
There's not enough alcohol in this egg rub.
We can fix that.
And s-
Maybe. Possibly.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, there's enough. Do it up.
More than enough. in
All right.
fact.
So that's how you guys end your night. You coat the town in spuffles to make up for the fact that sorry
Paint
we
the
almost
town spuffle.
blew everybody up. And that's our Christmas episode.
You're fucking welcome.
We're in the can.
All right, what song do I have to sing? Hang on.
All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn off the
It's
recording
raining spuffles.
for Reaper, but we're gonna stay. The live stream is gonna still stay active. And if any of our viewers want to stick behind just for a little bit more time, it's not quite 10 o'clock our time yet. We can do a brief Q&A if anybody has any questions for us about the show, the cast, what's going on in the world that we play in, or the system, anything. Or kudos is always nice too. I like being told what a great job I do.
I must now
Fucking
sing
terrible,
your
Chad.
character. I must now have my character repent by singing Jingle Bells in a southern accent. I'm not doing 30 minutes, but I'll try to do Jingle Bells with the southern accent.
Just sing the refrain in the southern accent. Let's insult all the southerners that are listening.
So you.
And and VJ.
Ambulance.
Oh, whatever.
VJ's over here, like, not the South. So
Virginia.
That's not the South.
that's not the South. Like, technically,
No,
it's South
West
is based-
Virginia ain't the South. Virginia is the South.
So system. It's strongly what's old is new.
Yes.
With sprinkled with Uncharted Worlds.
Yes. So if you're curious about, because what's old is new is not a system everybody knows about. If you go to woinrpg.com,
Mhm.
you'll see a whole bunch of information about the what's old is new system.
Yes.
We're actually hold on, let me get the book.
Yeah. Hold it up.
We're actually playing new because it's science fiction in the future,
Mhm.
and their system is old OLD that takes place in the fantasy world, and they just came out with now, which is like a modern day kind of high action system.
Think anything from the 80s that is action oriented.
Yeah.
It's totally awesome, and you can actually they designed the system. It's Russ Morrissey is the creator of the
Thank you,
system.
Ross.
Yes.
What?
Yes. He's MORRUS on Twitter. Good guy.
Ross.
He they made the system so you could use old, new, and now interchangeably. Like all the rules are compatible. So we have magic in the future. We could have technology in the past, and so on and so forth. So it's pretty cool.
I want to go smoke before we.
So we could be
Thank you.
playing not Shadowrun.
We could. Anyway, we can make this game more Shadowrunish if you want. But any other questions? James, you need to take a break?
I need to go smoke before I sing Jingle Bells in the Southern accent.
All right,
I-
so
I can't do that without a cigarette previous.
go have fun. If there's any other questions
Quick
we
break.
can field while he's gone, we can do that.
Mana.
That is
Mana.
not, that is not a Southern accent.
It's because I haven't had a cigarette yet, Chad. Thank you, Captain Obvious.
I thought you've had like 3 so far, man.
No. When I say cigarette yet, I mean within the last 15-minute window.
Go ahead,
Come on,
go,
bro.
go. When are we going to get the crew playing D&D? So actually, VJ, we did have some bonus content the beginning of this year that is the crew going through the Tomb of Horrors.
Yep.
And Flossie was the dungeon master. It was horrible.
Nobody died until the very
No,
end.
that was what was horrible.
Right.
No, Gideon did.
My favorite part was that Gideon made the bard character that he wanted to die as soon as possible, and he survived until almost the end.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So we already have that done. If you haven't heard it, I mean, you're a subscriber, you should have access to it. Oh, it was fun.
Mhm.
Yeah. It was, what was it like? Because we were playing the game in character, and like it was the crew was playing Dungeons and Dragons in the galley, and I think within 10 minutes we all turned on each other.
Oh, Tomb of Horrors. Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, Leland thinks Tomb of Horrors sucks and is boring, but we made it fun.
It was definitely interesting.
It was a thing. It was definitely a thing that
It was
happened.
weird.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
wasn't what I
Because
expected.
Flossie.
There was that room we all stumbled into that changed all of our sexes, and it was just
Or
bizarre.
alignment.
And alignment.
Sex and alignment, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah. Anyway, what is each of the cast's favorite moment from the past year of play? Oh wow.
Really?
What's your?
You don't know mine.
Was it the same?
Come on now.
Squeak.
Squee was awesome. However, number 1 goddess? Come on.
Oh
Oh,
god.
she doesn't shut up about that.
Why would I? Who wouldn't want to be the number 1 goddess? Crickets. Okay, only me. But still, it's amazing.
Steve, what's your favorite moment from this past year? I mean, the podcast has been going on for a year, so the entirety of the podcast thus far.
I still think one of my favorite moments of improv was the very first episode with the getting both of my hands shocked into uselessness.
The Electric Menace.
That was
Yes.
hilarious. Oh my
No, because
goodness.
it was like Zeke couldn't use his hands. Flossie, I don't.
I got bitten up by a lot of bugs.
That's
Yeah.
right. You got
Yeah.
like venom.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
terrible.
That was the
And
first
So
Ren
was
got,
the
and Ren got
audio,
shot in the
sorry.
leg.
Yeah, which she
Which
is
is still fine.
But
fine.
she's fine.
Still fine.
Well, the bullet
We have
finally
the bullet.
fell out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we saved it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zeke like wears it as a necklace or something.
No, we have it memorialized in a cube of lucite.
Oh.
And it sits up in the galley on a shelf.
Are you sure we
course.
didn't attach a magnet to it? So it
And there's a
looks
plaque at the
like
bottom
You know,
says the
that
only
sounds
thing to
better.
ever penetrate Ren.
Oh! No, it says she's fine.
No,
With the
fine,
date.
really.
Yeah, she's fine with the date
Fine.
that it happened. The star date, as it were.
I
Okay.
obviously healed. My body took care of it.
Yeah.
Right. Let me see. What's my favorite thing? And I know I'm trying to do this without spoilers because not everybody has listened to all of our episodes. But
And we've got to be an episode.
We're-
We've got to have recorded some episodes that haven't aired yet.
yeah, we have a few that are still in the can. Oh, geez, what's my favorite?
I remember you laughing to the point of crying with the sand when the sandworm was
That
revealed.
sandworm. Oh my god.
You're welcome,
The
by the
fucking
way.
sandworm.
Completely.
You're welcome for my service.
Completely unexpected. No. Actually, it was like I was thinking to myself. It's like okay, so because Kim was coming up with things like a mode of escape for something. No spoilers, but she's like, it's a sandworm. I'm like, okay, I can work with this. So this planet has sandworms, whatever. It's a mechanical sandworm. I'm like, okay, that's kind of weird, but fine. Mechanical
Totally.
sandworm can deal with.
Go with it.
I stole it from a parade. I'm like, what the fuck? Why do they have mechanical sandworm floats on this goddamn planet? And I couldn't take it anymore. So James, since you're back now, one of the questions is, what is your favorite moment in the podcast thus far?
Oh, I don't fucking know. They've all been pretty fucking good, honestly. Like it's nothing but fun here. So
Any moment where Hintal had his particular time to shine?
You know, it had to be the moment where Flossie walked into his hotel room and he saw her again.
where I was trying to entice Axton to, take me now or lose me forever, Axton.
Oh, that
Flossie
was
killed
really
him.
sweet.
Or actually reduce you to
And then
one
I
hit
and then
point.
I did
Well,
the thing
no spoilers, no
with
spoilers.
the, with the
And then the
with
thing
the sub,
happened with the thing
with
and the
the
sub.
thing,
Oh
and
my
then,
god!
and
All
then
that
and then
stuff and
whammy!
things.
all that, yeah.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
that. Spoilers.
Let's see. You're looking through here for more questions. Let's see. How would the cast handle being stuck on a planet based around a Hallmark movie?
That's a terrible
What?
idea.
Poorly.
So
Flossie would kill somebody flat out.
A lot of people would die.
really that depends on the Hallmark movie.
They're all the
terrible.
same movie.
Yeah, it's literally just a
Some-
different backdrop with like the genders flop. That's about it.
But is there a dog?
And sometimes there's
More than
Christmas
Always.
So Flossie would kill the dog.
on
Right,
her
like
birthday.
you.
What?
Why not?
Where the fuck did that
It's
come
so-
from?
Well, you've got to ruin the Hallmark moment. I mean, if you're in a movie, you have one opportunity.
So
It's,
Flossie just has to piss in somebody's cornflakes. That's what she's got to do.
it's
One opportunity,
because
one moment.
it's at this
Can you
point
handle
it's
it?
part of
You get
canon
sick.
because of the thing with the other thing that's
Palms
a
are sweaty,
spoiler.
knees weak, arms are heavy. Vomit on her
Right?
sweater already.
Wait, what?
Mom's
spaghetti.
I'm
spaghetti.
sorry, I wasn't listening. What?
She's nervous, but she
Thanks.
looks strong and ready.
I was
Drop-
looking at the next
No,
To
but-
drop
question.
psychic
But anyway,
bombs.
no, it was because it's been established that animals are not always good. And so there was the thing with that other fuzzy animal thing.
Oh, Cujo?
No,
No.
Valhalla.
Sure.
Valhalla.
We'll get to
And
that.
therefore,
Fucking
if there's a dog in the Hallmark movie, then that would be the first target because the
It's
dog
true.
would obviously be the bad guy of the movie.
Obviously.
Right.
All right.
I think actually it might be more of like a Groundhog Day type of situation where we would
Wait,
face our demons, become better people,
Whoa, 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 whoa.
and
whoa,
at the
whoa.
end would all be
The
happy,
fuck are
good.
you
good.
just saying? Better people?
It would
no,
happen.
no. And then at the end, we'd wake up and go, oh, thank God, it was just a dream.
I was gonna say, like, there's nothing
Fuck
wrong
that.
with me. All right, I'm a perfectly dysfunctional alcoholic. Thank you.
That's right.
Let's see.
Drunk.
Another-
I'm sorry. I don't go to meetings.
Oh,
I'm a
here-
drunk.
Right.
Here's another question, and a question that was kind of expected. When do I get Canon Hideon?
Oh no.
It's coming up.
Is it? Is it?
It could be construed that way.
Ooh.
I don't know about that, but
You know, there's more than one way for
Also, it's-
Hideon to be
yes,
a
there-
thing.
there
it
are
doesn't need to
men-
be
It's good talk.
sexual.
It's good talk.
no, it's Hideon.
Fuck you, dude.
Men can express affection for each other without it involving bodily fluids. So
This is true. Uh-huh.
As long as I'm the big spoon, I don't give a fuck.
You're the
It
tall
has been
spoon, no matter
established that you
how.
are already the big spoon.
the loving
Mm.
spoonful.
Then we're good.
Yeah.
10 cc.
Let's see. Are we going to be doing more Twitch episodes?
Well, this turned out a lot
So,
better
yeah,
than
with
Here's
this-
the
this-
ultimate question.
Oh,
I would like to see. Let's see. What should we say? Give me your favorite space word. Put SP in front of something if you want more Twitch episodes. Make it happen.
It's more fun with
Squish.
fluids.
Hey, you know, pick your sport.
episode.
NW Ferry says it's more fun with fluids.
Don't underestimate the small. Yeah.
You're gonna get in.
Will Gideon give up cleaning consoles?
Probably
Never.
not. No.
Never.
Nobody else does it.
Hey,
I'm pretty sure we all do it at some
Yeah.
point.
Switch? Hey, that's a vote. Spoon, I think, counts as a
It's-
vote.
It's a space moon.
Sure, a moon.
Space
Space
moon.
moon?
Listen,
Space moon.
It's,
Sure,
it's
I'm
like
counting it.
Badoon on the moon. but
That's
spoon.
two votes.
So a
Spadoon
dude.
on the spoon.
Yeah.
The spoon.
Yeah, there we go. Switch.
Switch.
Oh, hey, three. That's 3 votes for additional Twitch live
So-
streams.
I don't
3.
know if we'll.
Oh, 4.
Sandwiches.
Bring it. That's
Oh,
not an
Lord.
SP word, G Club channel.
Wait,
Right.
Leland.
Splaster?
Who's Leland Steele?
Leland still was. The
You don't get
prophet.
2 votes,
dude,
Fennec.
unearthed the small- Ah! Sorry, I'm catching up. My phone's terrible. I apologize.
So we have.
Everyone's like 30 seconds ahead of me. It's horrible.
Spandex.
Sporable.
So
Horrible.
it sounds
It's
like.
atrocious.
Oh
Yeah, that happened. You're welcome.
my goodness, dude.
You're welcome for
yeah,
my
yeah.
service.
Thank you.
VJ asked a question earlier that we didn't address.
What was
Oh,
BJ's
what was
question?
it?
Let me find it.
Well, wait. First of all, while she's finding that, let's address the live stream thing. So I don't think this is something that we're going to start doing on a regular basis, but maybe
Quarterly or something.
maybe quarterly, maybe
Yeah,
something
That would
special.
be
I mean,
fun.
if we want to do a Christmas one, and then we do like I don't know,
Freedom Day.
Ramadan or Freedom Day. Freedom Day.
Listen, there are 2 Freedom Days
Oh,
in America.
Who wants
we
to
can make
ride?
our
Fourth of
own
July, the other is
holidays.
Martin Luther King's birthday.
We can
Forget
make up
this
our
all. We
own.
can make up our own holidays.
We already have 2 perfectly good ones.
Head tea holiday. Head tea day.
Head tea day. Votes for head tea day. Make it
Oh,
happen. Head tea day. Do it. Do it in the chat. Say I vote for head tea. Do it. I'm watching the chat right here.
So-
I vote for head tea.
So I think
Yes.
now that we know exactly how to do live
Stop it.
streaming.
Oh, VJ wants to know what do we want in the next year of play.
Yeah.
Oh, the next.
Oh.
Was that the question? Sorry,
That
the,
is a question.
And I think there was another
the,
question.
the chat sped away from me. So, the next question. So something that we want. What do we want in the next year of play? Something to happen, I guess, to your character or story wise. Oh, what do you? Well, this is good for me to know too. What do you guys want to address coming up?
Well, we've been
I know
sitting
what I
on
want.
a lot
You
of the
guys go
backstory
first.
about the.
We have a lot
the
of loose
Fentax.
ends. The Fentac stuff.
We
So
still
that,
have the is Zeke a clone?
That's also
Yes.
true.
Yeah, we need to explore the clone thing.
The clone stuff with the
Yep.
Fentac, which we're could justify starting to breach that.
Flossie would like to awaken Hental's Fentac, his psychic abilities that he has kind of shoved back.
We just use the block. It's fine. Don't judge. Why you gotta hate?
I'm not judging or
It
hating.
feels
I
like
want to
judgment.
awaken it.
It feels like judgment. It's awake
Eh,
and it's
shut up.
working. It's
It'll
making
be
everyone
fun.
quiet
I promise.
so I can sleep.
Sleeping? You want it to sleep? Okay. Well, but that's my goal. That's Flossie's personal goal.
I'm gonna kick you in the tibia.
That is
Okay.
Hental's personal goal.
Can I
Whatever.
make that a personal goal?
You absolutely
Sure.
can.
Like, can that
sure.
be Hental's PDP? Kick Flossie in the tibia.
Sure.
And
Alright.
yes, VJ, Jesse and Flossie will happen at some point.
Yes.
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 How do you ship that name? Is it Flessy? Is it Jossie?
I kind of like
I
Jossie.
think it's I think it's Jossie.
I like
Jossie's much
Jossie.
better than
I
Fessy.
think they've already decided that. Are we going to fight Fox Pirates? Yes.
Sure.
Done.
We can make Fox Pirates. Why
Yeah.
not?
We already had zombie pirates. that
Yeah,
fucking
let's
set
add
Sport
Fox
on
ones.
fire.
And we have cat people, so
Uh-huh.
I mean,
Sure.
cats are not so far removed from foxes, and pirates are already a thing.
You're
Yeah.
going to meet Don Carnage.
oh
Yes.
my goodness.
Yes.
Can he be flying the Wonton Destruction?
Yes.
Wait, I feel like I missed something.
Me too, but it was still funny.
Don't worry.
I'm trying
Just
not
let
to
it
worry, but it's
happen.
scary
I'm gonna
anyway.
charm the fuck out of him.
You might be able to.
I'll lend you some luck.
Be His
You're
Alright,
welcome.
guest. Be
are
his
there-
guest.
We have a lot of we have a lot of votes for Head Tea Day.
All right.
Oh,
so
yes.
Hetty did.
Oh, when are we
Head
gonna
tea.
get?
We need to establish that.
This is a good one. When are we gonna get more of Ren's backstory?
Yeah. You know, honestly, I've been wondering the same
There's a
thing.
lot there. It's just that, episodic show that we're doing, that we have a lot that we want to do. We will get to it. It's going to be a while, I think.
Yeah, it's definitely something I want to get to at some point.
Oh,
but
yeah.
we have a lot of threads going on right now.
We do.
Mm.
A lot of
Sounds like an
irons in
excuse to
fire.
me.
Right. That could be what we address next after the whole what has started now.
Rin's background makes for a good subject of Cramped Quarters episodes too.
Yes, like Ren can give us more in Cramped Quarters episodes, which she has done, which is kind of
Little bit.
cool. But there's more consequences because what's his name that you left behind?
Mm-hmm.
Varric,
Oh, you mean when she
Varric,
told him she
That
loved it?
motherfucker.
She loved
the
it.
guy that she said
Yeah.
she loved, and then just abandoned
Left on
him.
Earth.
I think it was something like, well, I told him I loved him. It was like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was that.
It
Alright.
happened.
So I don't know if we've answered all the questions that have already been asked. If not, if we passed
Thank
over
you,
one,
BJ.
if we passed over one, I'm sorry. Could you please repost it? If not, if there's any other questions, we are here to answer, or just goof off online. Because I mean, none of us have to get up early tomorrow, except Steve.
Right. Except for
Steve's
me.
a loser. Ha ha.
I have to go to my actual job, actually distributing actual drugs to people.
Mm. It's all legal and legit though.
You
Right.
wouldn't have to if we had more listeners. Nudge, nudge, hint, hint, wink, wink.
Like a whole
Yeah,
lot.
right.
So
Yeah. If only we could get a millionaire to pledge their fortune to us.
that
Right?
would be great.
That's
I have-
capitalism at its finest.
I would like to propose that if we're doing this quarterly, that in 3 months it would be March. And I would like to propose that March 15th, previously known as the Ides of March, is
Oh.
now henceforth and forever more known as Head Tea Day.
Listen, my birthday is March 29th. We can just transition that to Head Tea Day.
Okay, votes, listeners. Is it the Ides of March or is it James's birthday, known forevermore as Head Tea Day? Tell us.
If your
He
character
didn't
was
want
a
Head Tea
cocktail,
Day.
what
What?
would
James
they
didn't want
be?
Head Tea Day. So he
I
doesn't
would
get
be
it on his birthday.
a whiskey on the rocks.
All
Mai
right, so
Tai.
so the next question is, if your character was a cocktail, what would they be?
Whiskey
Oh
on the
my
rocks.
gosh.
Yeah,
Mai
Mai
Tai.
Tai.
Sex on the beach.
Ah.
An alien orgasm.
Oh, one vote for James's birthday.
2 votes.
If Ren,
There's 2.
Oh,
Dos votos, por favor.
dos votes.
I don't know if that's a Spanish word. for
Probably
vote.
not, but
Probably
you
not.
know.
Red would be water.
Water?
What?
It's efficient. It works well. It's very important.
It's very low in alcohol content.
Agreed.
It's very low in alcohol.
We
What?
got
Oh,
one
we have
for
a
March
15.
15th.
it is also the most important ingredient in most alcohols.
Also true.
Gideon would probably be coffee,
Interesting.
That's not a cocktail, bro.
hot and perky.
Yes. So Gideon.
Totally
weak.
Gideon.
Hot,
Yeah.
perky, and ace.
There's what?
Yes, hot, perky, and asexual, just like coffee. There we go.
I like my Gideon like I like my coffee.
Painful when it lands on
Strong
your
and
crotch.
dark.
Painful when it lands in my crotch.
Oh, accurate.
I like Gideon like I like my coffee, covered in bees.
That's not how anyone likes their coffee.
That's not how anybody likes
What
their
just
Gideon either.
happened?
I don't
I
think
have
he
no
drinks
idea what's
coffee.
going on.
I don't think so either. I've never had bees in my coffee.
Who does that?
But
Not
grounds
me.
up and shoved in the freezer.
It's the worst idea ever. Literally, the worst idea
Hot
to
and
come out
dark
of your
with a
mouth.
spoon in it. What? I'm going over old Eddie Izzard jokes. Anyway.
You are not cross-dressing
Oh,
enough
covered
for
in
that.
spees.
Yes, NW Ferry.
Fennec says,
Bees!
Jesus. Fennec says, I have questions and I'm in need of therapy now.
Well,
we know a
fortunately,
therapist.
Aren't
we
we
have
all?
answers and we have a therapist on staff. So bring it.
I don't like to advertise that.
But, you know, I
Send
mean,
any personal questions you have to Chad at
Because-
Chaotic
Because then,
Goodness.
because then people start telling me their problems.
that is your job, is it
Yes, but they don't pay me for it if they do it online.
not? Maybe they'll subscribe.
Y'all don't pay me for it.
No, but we make your life worse.
That will be a perk.
That's
We
the trick.
provide catharsis on a regular basis.
Fennec says she can't afford Chad. Well,
Neither
apparently,
do- don't worry.
apparently I also accept Medicaid. So, whatever. Let's see. Any
Chad
other?
accepts beer.
Yes.
Accurate.
You can pay me in beer, actually.
Yes.
That is it. What is each of your favorite SP words that you've made up on the show?
Oh, man.
Spud.
You know, I was going to say spud, but I was giving it to you
Thank
because
you.
reasons.
I got you, fam. Hashtag spud.
what have
Hashtag
we-
spud.
I think we've already released it, but spam.
Spam.
We found
mean,
we found out
spam.
what spam is.
Yeah, you get spam,
Because-
you get spud.
Because of we were doing Speef and Spork and then we
Spam. We're like, holy shit, that's why they call it that.
It's a thing.
What's been our favorite system?
Spopium.
Spopium, yes.
Spopium.
Spopium. was
Spopium
good.
was good.
Definitely. And the
Fennec-
Spopat.
Oh, spopium. Spopehead. Yeah.
Yeah.
Spopehead.
Spopium, not even once.
Spopehead.
Fennec asked a
but-
pretty good question.
Yeah,
What was our favorite system?
My
plan?
favorite system, honestly, I genuinely like both systems combined.
Yeah, I like
I
this
like-
weird hybrid we're doing. It's
Yes,
awesome.
I'm totally digging the hybrid of using like the structure of what's old is new, like sort of sprinkled with
with
like
the
the
world
really
building,
cool,
essentially.
like
Yeah.
the really cool stuff
Yeah.
from Uncharted.
I like the
worlds.
concept of building your own
Mhm.
universe.
Mhm.
I like that-
Pun intended. You're building your own universe and just kind of running with it within
Yes.
the rule system that we've chosen.
I like that we didn't have to spend $100 on books like Shadowrun.
Yes. Well, I think the question is it's not just what's the favorite system that we're playing now, but just in general, what is your favorite RPG
Well,
system?
legit, it's between what we're our kind of crazy hybrid for me at least,
Mhm.
our crazy hybrid that we're rocking. But
Yeah.
I also like a D20 system too.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of
D&D?
torn, but I like the world building capabilities of this one. And
Yeah.
It's just like open carte blanche. Hey, make some shit. It'll be fun. And you're like, yeah, I'll do it.
Mhm.
Favorite dice. So
Well, wait, what system?
system. We did system.
Everybody. Well, I didn't say. my
Oh,
favorite
oh,
system.
go! Do your thing.
Listen, Miss Finicky.
So I really love the
Finicky.
world. I love the world of Shadowrun, but I hate the 8,000 pages of rules that you get for 30
And the
years
horrible
of a system.
index.
The
And the horrible
poorly
index.
indexed
But
systems.
there's powered by the apocalypse game called Sprawl, which is
Mhm.
basically Shadowrun without any of the magic and stuff, but using
Mhm.
those rules. I actually really do like Power to the Apocalypse rule sets games. Urban Shadows, I think is really cool. If you're for a more crunchy system, I mean D&D is a good standby, but
It's kind of been played out. I
it
think.
has been played out. I think that was one of the reasons why we decided not to do another Dungeons and Dragons podcast because we like being different.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like Powered by the Apocalypse games. As far as other RPG systems, Seventh Sea, I love Seventh Sea, but I know it's not
Pirate
for
Boy.
everybody. Yes, I love
Really?
pirates. Yes.
Another question. in the chat.
He's from Louisiana.
It's
Yes. We all said our favorite systems, favorite dice.
I haven't done my favorite system.
Oh, Ren, Christy? What's your favorite system?
Christy's favorite system is probably different than Ren's favorite system.
Ren's favorite system is pain.
Yes. Yes, as long as it's valid pain.
Okay.
My favorite system, I like more fantasy based
Mhm.
stuff. So, Pathfinder, I
Pathfinder.
just played a Pathfinder thing with my family on last night, and it reminded how much I like that.
What the space one,
Starfinder.
Starfinder, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't. We
No?
don't have that, so
Okay.
we haven't checked that out yet. But
I'm
it's
still-
supposed to be really
I'm
good.
still waiting out for Liches and Lasers.
Oh, the
Goodbye, Ursula.
Retroverse.
Yeah.
have a great evening.
What?
But he's leaving. I was
Good
telling
night.
him goodbye.
Oh, thank
Oh.
you. Thank you for coming.
And I do really like D&D as
Everybody said their system. Now, favorite dice.
Oh, this sparkly green one.
well. That's prickly green.
Yeah. This kaboom die. Wait, hang on.
Right now, my skull dice.
There we go. Let's see if we can get it.
Oh, jeez.
Here,
Give
here,
to
you
me,
do it.
Give it to me.
Yeah,
give it to me.
that's the kaboom
It says kaboom.
die that has been so kind
Will
to
you
me.
show a skull dice?
And I'm
Yeah,
gonna
just
put.
like-
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
gonna
yeah,
put.
yeah.
Oh,
The skull and
no.
the skull.
Yeah.
Oh, the
Oh,
curse!
Oh, Chad!
Oh, what are you doing?
Boo!
No!
Boo!
I have to like.
I'm so, that wasn't my fault.
Oh my goodness.
I'm very sorry that Chad made that happen.
He did it. This is bad, Chad.
I like my new dice.
Yeah,
Yes.
the skull ones are really cool.
Yeah, the skull ones are
James-
really
Yeah,
rad.
James got us these. I mean, I
I
know
don't
I
know
put
where
them
mine
up
went to.
earlier, but
Valar
there we go.
Morghulis.
yes.
My favorite dice are
Somebody
Halfsies.
respond. Where's my Game of Thrones fans? Valar Morghulis.
I don't remember what the response is.
Blah blah blah.
Valar Dohaeris.
Yes.
My goodness, people! I'm so disappointed.
Goddamn slackers.
There's
I got
so many things to watch and read. I can't remember everything.
Right.
It's just I'm not a goddess like you.
Number one
I'm
goddess.
not
Number
number
one.
one goddess.
You could be number 2.
Pound one goddess. 1 pound goddess.
1 pound goddess.
2 pound goddess. Because of the arms, of course.
Right.
Oh my goodness.
Was that all the questions so far? Are we caught up?
I don't know.
Halfsies dice. Halfsies dice are my favorite dice.
Oh,
They're
dice.
random dice, and they're really cool. And
Oh,
the
the
guy that
Casino
makes them
dice.
is really nice. John Rock.
Yeah.
They're on Kickstarter a lot and on Amazon.
Right on.
All right.
Somebody asked if we've ever seen Stars Without Number.
Oh, the system Stars Without Number. I've
Hmm.
heard of it. I've never actually read it or cracked it
have I.
open. I think it's another like sci-fi.
I have
system.
not heard of
But
it.
is it like a D6, D8, D10, D20?
I honestly don't know.
NW Fair, you got any more intel on that Stars Without Number system?
Oh,
Favorite podcast you are not involved in?
Whoa, wait. Okay, well, wait.
Oh. I have a lot of
What-
answers
Do we?
for this.
Well, no. Now I have to wonder. Do we have to mention a Nerdsmith podcast or just any podcast?
Any podcast.
I intend to be honest, and there's not only one.
Okay, well, go for it, Kim.
So my current top 3 are Wheel to Woe
Mhm,
and The Broadswords
mhm,
and Wand Radio. Those
mhm.
are constantly in my rotation. Absolutely.
I only listen to our podcast
Like you should.
and Joe
Well,
Rogan.
obviously
Joe
you have
Rogan.
to, and Joe Rogan.
It's just you're required to listen to our podcast.
Listen, man, your game's really cool and all. Have you ever tried DMT? Joe Rogan podcast.
Yes, that's why. That's why I'm a
No,
therapist.
You need the crinkly bag from the vape.
Oh, that's right.
I mean, come on. Every Rogan podcast is like
Podcast.
Post?
shut up.
Podcast.
I had
Too much to drink?
too
Yes.
much to drink. It's always with the crinkly bag.
One day, I'll live out my dream of actually making the Nosecast a reality.
What is the
Nose
It's
cast.
Gideon's podcast. No.
Oh right.
So okay, so favorite podcast that I listen to, The Adventure Zone, My Brother and Me, yeah, McElroy's, yeah, whatever. Other than McElroy podcasts, let's see, what was it? The Very Good Adventuring Team
Yes.
is great for if you want to laugh at fart jokes and Dungeons and Dragons. It's great.
Pay close attention to the disclaimer at the beginning of the episode.
Oh yes,
Accurate.
I do.
Yeah.
VJ is the storyteller for Hedged In. I
Mhm.
really I like it. I like
Yeah, Hedged In is
I like
great.
White Wolf game. I just really like getting back into White Wolf games, but Changeling, I really like Changeling. Never really heard a lot of people like play it like
Mhm.
you're kind of supposed to, so it's pretty interesting to listen
I've heard
to.
of Changeling, but I haven't dabbled in it at all.
Yeah, it's-
so.
Oh, you gotta listen to Hedged In.
It's
It's a lot of fun.
it's
Mhm.
fun. Let's see. Is there any others that I really like? Wand Radio,
Mhm.
Nerdsmith podcasts. but there's so many. I mean, I can't even like I
Oh my
like
gosh,
I
there's
like
so many.
alternate, and I have like such a
Mhm.
big backlog because of my commute. But broadswords, everybody listens to broadswords. I like going for things that are not Dungeons and Dragons. Champions of the Earth, Nerdsmith
Mhm.
podcast.
Mhm.
I like it. I like it a lot. It's Power Rangers, and one of them's a Satanist. It's fucking hilarious. His activation word is Hail Satan. It's great.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
We have a question. Favorite NPC?
Oh, I like Blarg Jr.
Of course you do.
Lord hashtag YOLO.
Lord
Yeah,
Hashtag-
Lord hashtag YOLO. I'm partial to Jesse. I mean, I can't. I'm not gonna lie here. Jesse is the bomb.
Mhm. Let's see.
Oh, God, who was the cat person?
Amandine.
Amandine.
Yeah,
Of course we love
who was
Amandine.
played by our first guest, Bianca Zelda, the Broadswords.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fucking broadswords.
That's right.
Goddamn Bianca Zelda and her
Mhm.
goddamn sticking to the fucking rules.
Damn straight.
Mm.
You know she's coming back at some point.
Oh, somebody's getting spooked in their quarters.
Oh, Lord.
In the
Let's
meat
see.
locker.
Hey, Christy, what's been your favorite
Sweet
NPC?
locker?
Favorite NPC?
The one she's in love with, I think.
No,
No.
not necessarily.
Not my favorite. The French.
Really?
Just because it made me laugh so hard.
Which one?
The French mime on
Yep.
Earth.
Oh,
Naomi?
yes,
Yeah.
that
Yes.
was beautiful. Yeah.
Just because I can't do a French accent.
Yes,
you
that
did a
is our B.
fantastic
Yes.
French
Yes,
accent.
that is accurate. Our
amazing.
B is in fact Almondine. That's true, VJ.
Hmm.
Oh, Fennec. Sorry, that was a Fennec question. Yes.
Ah, okay. Let's see. Did everybody get the chance to answer that? Okay. Let's see. I don't know. Maybe Wade counts too.
Yeah, Wade as a player.
Wade's fun.
Fuck him.
He's fun.
Oh goodness.
Let's see.
We used to have more Wade in the episodes, and lately it's been
Yeah.
very cut back.
Yeah.
More and then less.
Well, I mean, we had to reprogram Wade from his, kind of cuckoo thing that he was
Yeah,
doing.
he went into a whole
So
psychotic.
Spoilers.
You ain't gotta lie, NWP.
I'm just saying,
You
I
know
yeah, I
Wade is
didn't go into
mediocre at best.
detail. It was just
There's-
kind of cuckoo, like that.
There's a plan in the works. We'll
Yeah.
just say that.
I'm still a little upset that we have a character named Wade again.
Hey, that's important. And
Like, hey,
so
in
we
every
need
game
to,
I've run, there's been an NPC named Wade.
Who's
we do.
usually
We
turned
need
out
to
to be kind
explain
of an
that.
asshole.
Without fail.
So I'm
Explain
going to
what?
make my own viewer
Oh,
question.
okay.
So we need to explain why there is a Wade and why the Wade looks like a little dragon.
Oh,
The fan art?
no,
No, the
no.
Wade,
No,
like the
when we were
actual
playing,
hologram
we were
looks like a
playing
dragon.
Eberron, and one of your
Oh, that's
benefactors was a
right.
brass dragon in disguise as a bard, and his name was
Mhm.
Wade.
That's
Right.
right. I
Yeah.
remember that.
And so Wade carried on into the Shadowrun game.
Yes, as a dragon, who hired them
Right.
to do a job.
And therefore,
Read the chat.
I'm working on it. We're a ringtone? Why are we a ringtone?
The
Who's
ring,
Because
the
ringtone?
ringtones that we
NW
sent to
Fairy likes us.
VJ.
Oh, I love
Yeah.
you too, VJ.
Wait, what's my ringtone I sent BJ?
Yeah, we made ringtones for her when she
We
won
did.
that award.
Oh, yeah.
But yes,
Sorry,
that's
I've
why
been
there's a
working.
Wade. There has always been a Wade. We've been
Yeah.
gaming together for what, 5 years now, give or take?
God, has it
Something
been
like
5
that.
years? 4 or
Four.
5 years? 4?
Well,
I've been here for 6,
I was at-
so I'm thinking
2014.
5.
I was with the state when we started. I
Is it
wasn't
4?
with you guys at the beginning of this. So
No, we were in a different gaming group.
we were with Homeboys
Yeah.
gaming group out in
And
like
Yeah.
And then
you
invited me over
and
here.
then that disbanded, and then we did this, and you had classes, and you joined us later.
because I had to drop out because of my work schedule.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
but
And then we dragged you back in kicking and screaming.
it was hardly kicking and screaming. I finally
We
got a
drugged you,
job
it's fine.
that let me have Mondays off.
Yes.
Right.
And now I have a job where I can make it here on Mondays in spite of not having the day off and game with you on Saturdays.
Which is
High
a
five.
beautiful thing.
Well, there we go.
Don't overextend yourself.
Jeez. Are we still answering questions? I can't remember here.
I don't know.
Okay.
We'll see.
Let's see, I already have
I'm looking.
permission from the boss.
Oh, household sex,
Mhm.
key thing.
I don't know. I guess that's all the questions that we have right now. So I'm assuming everybody liked doing this live stream.
I had fun. Did
So
you
it
have
was-
fun, viewers?
I'm pretty
Tell
sure
us
they had a
if you
lot of
had
fun.
fun.
They were like screaming at us constantly.
I like the screaming. The screaming
Y'all
was
want to
good.
truck
It
on
was-
down and listen to some Jingle Bells with a Southern accent.
Jingle
here we go.
bells,
Jingle
jingle
bells,
bells,
jingle
jingle
bells.
bell
All
rock.
right, so
Jingle all the
James is
way.
gonna sing, and then we're gonna answer
I'm
more
singing
questions.
right now.
Oh,
Ooh,
oh,
favorite
sorry.
ice cream.
Wait,
Okay.
let James sing.
My
So-
favorite ice
let's
cream
get this
happens
out of
to
the
be
way.
Rocky Road.
Okay.
Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Ambulance. That was it. Just an excuse to say ambulance.
Do you want to move on to ice cream?
Rocky Road.
So by ice cream, do you mean our character's favorite ice cream?
Oh, that's a good
or
question.
our
Very key
favorite ice
delineation.
cream?
If it's
That's
me
important.
personally, I like going to Baskin Robbins, getting the Rocky Road milkshake, and then you drink the Rocky Road
Flossie
milkshake,
will hold
and
you
what
hostage,
happens
Fennec.
is at the bottom of the cup you have all those marshmallows and almonds that have been soaking in chocolate for the entire time to eat on your own.
Mhm.
So it's like a double chocolate treat, and it's amazing. It's like Christmas for your taste buds, but better.
I can't get enough mint chocolate chip.
That doesn't surprise me.
So good.
I vote for cookie dough. I love
Yeah.
me some cookie dough.
Yeah, I like cookie dough, but I like strawberry as a milkshake.
Mm-hmm.
My older brother, his favorite thing to do in March is to go to McDonald's and he'll order a chocolate milkshake and then he'll order the mint milkshake because then you get a little bit of chocolate in it.
Oh, both is good.
Did you just quote Hercules?
Both is good. So Flossie likes chocolate ice cream. For the record.
Chrissy, do you have a favorite ice cream?
No, Fennec quoted
Both.
Both-
is good.
both is
Right,
good.
BJ? Cookie
Isn't
dough
that
is the bomb.
Hercules?
No,
with
that's,
the fucking worm guys.
Oh, that's
No,
El
that's-
Dorado.
El Dorado.
Uh,
A movie I
What,
finally
what,
saw.
what? Where? Who?
Fennec.
What?
Both.
Where?
Both is good.
Oh,
Uh,
both. Both is good. Yes, that is a thing from El Dorado, right? And you know what? I'm proud of you for remembering that.
Actually,
you saw a
seeing the
movie.
I know.
Good job.
All right.
Favorite ice cream
Yes.
is actually frozen yogurt. I like plain
But which
or
flavor?
coffee.
Ooh, coffee.
Sometimes.
Wait, do you go to the froyo places where you serve yourself
Yeah.
and mix your own bowl? That's what I'm
Because
talking
it's
about.
so hard to find ice cream that's gluten free because it's
imagine.
usually processed in places.
That don't give a fuck.
Mm.
Yeah. So frozen yogurt's easier way to go.
Okay.
Top 10 childhood movies.
No, that wasn't a question. That was.
Can we
Just
make it a
finish
question?
it.
Because
Oh.
that's a very good question.
I guess so.
All right, so
not gonna
listen,
get-
Top Gun,
I don't
Die
fucking-
Hard, Ghostbusters, Fern Gully, Ghostbusters 2, Terminator, Terminator 2, Die Hard 2, Lethal Weapon, and fuck it, Mulan.
Beautiful. I love that Disney magic coming on.
Well,
in
I
there.
mean, Mulan's a fucking awesome.
It is amazing.
It's easily the second best Christmas or
You were
Disney
a-
movie ever made.
You were a kid when that one came out?
What year did that come out? Because I was born in '84, so.
You would have been in high
Young-
school.
young
No,
teen.
it wasn't out in like '98. It was out previous to '98, so I was in middle school at the
Yeah.
latest. Can somebody Google that?
Just a
Oh
second.
well.
Chad, go.
Star Wars. All of them.
That's 3.
Treasure Planet, Rock and Roll.
Oh,
Five.
Treasure Planet is
Heavy
a
Metal.
bomb.
Yeah, I watched Heavy Metal when my parents weren't looking. It screwed me up for a while.
1998.
I was probably a summer release, so my
The Matrix.
8th grade year.
I was 22.
What year was it?
June
You're 8
5th,
years older than me.
1998.
I laughed when Bambi's mom got shot.
What?
So not Bambi.
Does that make me a bad person?
Yes.
Maybe.
Oh, okay.
You should see a therapist about that.
I should.
Muppet Treasure Island is good. Yes, I
Yeah.
agree, Fennec.
Um,
Top movies. You go first.
Muppet Christmas Carol.
Mm-hmm.
Die Hard, Die Hard 2. Die Hard 3 I actually really enjoyed.
Whoa. There is no Die Hard 3. There's Die Hard with a Vengeance.
Okay, sorry.
Just so we're clear.
Die Hard with
Live
a
free and die hard.
I'm not the one making up the
That was the
rules.
fourth.
I just enforce them.
Right. Oh God. Terminator 2.
Oh man, yes.
Total Recall, the very first one.
Yes.
Well, yeah, the second one didn't come out till like what, 5 years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Definitely not childhood.
The first one came out.
Blade Runner.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, Blade
Yes.
Runner. Yeah.
Blade
Oh,
Runner.
now I gotta
Oh, are we
reorganize
doing
my list.
specifically childhood
Yeah.
movies?
Yeah, I was gonna say now I have to reorganize my list.
So does childhood constitute
Last Unicorn?
18 and under?
I would say yes. That seems
Okay.
reasonable.
All right. I have to process
Empire.
that. Okay.
Hercules.
So then
18
El
or-
Dorado doesn't count.
Not for you.
All right,
No,
so-
not for me. I'm too
And I
old
didn't
for
see
that.
it in my
Empire
childhood.
Strikes Back, Die Hard, Die Hard 2.
Mulan's still
Lethal
on my
Weapon.
list.
No, at that rate, like I'm not sure if I'm too old. Like technically, yeah, but it might like shift this. It might skew the results. So Ghostbusters 2, Ferngully, obviously Princess Bride because I watched that when I was a kid. And you have to.
Oh,
Ash
I
to
wish.
that.
Yeah,
VJ's leaving.
Bye, VJ.
Bye, VJ. What? Don't leave.
Mwah.
It's 2 a.m. on the East Coast.
I
VJ.
don't count teen times.
Oh, Ninja
as
Turtles. On
childhood.
that note, the first one's better than the second. Let's be honest. I can't think of a 10, honestly. Like, as far
Three
as kids
Ninjas?
movies go. Like it was good, but it wouldn't be top 10 kids movies.
Three
Like movies
Ninjas
that I
Kick
watched. when I
Back Hit.
Surf Ninjas?
No.
Ah.
Fuck no.
What?
Bite your
Really?
tongue. Bite your fucking tongue.
Okay, I think we're moving on now.
Transformers movie.
My turn.
There it
The
is.
cartoon.
All right,
Yeah,
here we
the
go.
animated one where they cuss and blew everyone's mind.
Top
We have a
10
salsa, please.
childhood movies. So we're gonna go with The Dark Crystal
Yes.
and an obscure Russian movie called The Magic Pony. And what's next? Charlotte's Web, the original.
That's pretty good.
Really
I'll
loved
give that.
that.
We watched a lot of movies when we were kids.
Oh man, so many. Childhood. Oh my gosh, like everything before high school. This is, after that, it's kind of hard to even think about. Like everything Disney that happened before 1994, like Lion
So-
King,
Oh, there you go.
Aladdin.
Oh my God, Aladdin. So much Aladdin.
Little Mermaid.
The Little Mermaid was my favorite for a very long time. Love me some Little Mermaid. So that's 5. Oh, Star Wars. I mean,
Right.
because that came out like the year after I was born. All the Star Wars movies.
Watched all of the Star Wars movies in the theater.
I didn't. I was a baby.
Jeez.
Sorry.
I went with
No
my dad.
offense.
With Green Day.
Green Day.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. Was that everybody?
That's pretty good. That's
So,
good. That's
okay.
a good amount.
Mine, but
Yeah,
Oh, you-
that works.
You
Yeah,
did?
yeah,
No,
yeah.
go
Yeah,
ahead.
tell
Go
us.
ahead.
as a childhood, Grease,
Oh yeah.
which is a horrible movie now that I watch as an adult. It's
Not as
like-
bad
is.
as Grease
Agreed.
2.
Oh, Grease was pretty bad. I know my daughter and I watched Grease, and she's like, "Why did you like this? This is horrible. This is a horrifying movie." I'm like, "I don't know. I was a little kid. I'm sorry."
I like the rape undertones.
Yeah,
Fucking nostalgia,
Summer
motherfucker. Deal with
lovin'.
it.
yeah.
Have me up there.
Grease, Chi Chi Bang Bang, Red Nose and Broomsticks, The Sound of Music, Willy Wonka.
Yes.
What did I watch a lot of?
These are all
as a
great.
kid?
You
Hot
better
Lead
not.
Cold
Yeah.
Feet. The Frisco
Nice,
Kid.
Fennec.
Oh, Silver Streak, and the other Richard Pryor and
Brewster's Millions.
no.
I was about to say that. Hear
Richard-
no evil, see no evil.
I was a teenager or an adult when
Oh.
that came out. No, the other one that there was Silver Streak with Richard Pryor and
The toy?
no,
No.
No,
No.
that's
before that it was oh my gosh, what was it called? Where they went into jail
Was that the one where he lit himself on fire
and
trying to smoke crack?
they had to do the rodeo
Okay.
to get out.
Oh, they're in prison.
Yes.
Oh, I know that one.
Anyway,
I know what movie you're talking about. I don't know
Yeah.
the title.
it's probably one of the top watched movies I was thinking.
All right.
And all
So
the Star Wars.
Did any
Oh,
of you
there you
ever
go.
see The Magic Pony?
no.
No.
Magic
You're too young. You're
Unicorn.
too young.
Oh.
Whoa.
Oh!
Yeah, the last
Well,
Unicorn.
okay,
Last
Fennec,
Unicorn.
Last
Fennec,
Unicorn.
Watch that all the time.
Fennec, Goonies goes without saying. We're
Well,
not
that's-
Goonies
counting.
is great.
No.
You know, that's a given.
Goonies is a great movie, not a kids movie. Just so we're clear. So that changes the classification.
Oh,
Thus, what we're accounting for.
and Rock and Roll High School.
How many
Yes.
of the viewers
Watch
have
that
seen The
so
Magic
much.
Pony with Ivan?
How many of the viewers were
And the
around in the
pirate movie.
80s?
Probably, maybe some of them.
Maybe.
But The Magic Pony was released in the 70s. So, late 70s.
In Russia.
But then it was released here after that
Okay.
with like English and stuff.
Imagine.
It's really good.
And Emma Otter's Jug Band Christmas.
That one is really cute.
In Mother Russia, Pony release you.
Yes.
I was gonna say Pony
With the fire,
Rides
there's
You.
like a firebird and like the whole thing. It's really good.
Isn't that a
And the
Phoenix?
Magic Pony's name is Pip.
Pip?
Yeah. And Pip
Listen,
is
I watched
amazing.
Deep Space Nine and Babylon 5.
It's on
so-
YouTube. You should watch it.
Oh, we are a bunch of nerds. All right. So it's a little past 10:30 our time here. Maybe we need to start shutting it down.
I feel young for once. Thanks.
Oh yeah, Chris. We all call Christy mom, so there's a reason
I don't
for that.
call
I
Christy
don't call
Mom.
Christy mom. She's got enough to
Well,
host.
not to her face.
No, Chad, you're the only asshole like that here.
Yeah.
Oh!
I'm an asshole in game. You're an asshole IRL.
All righty.
All right,
You're
wait,
an
I'm an
asshole
asshole
everywhere you
IRL.
go.
So I think
Can
we're
we all
just.
Bunch
sing
of
the Dennis
limitations.
Leary song?
I think we're just.
I'm an
gonna-
asshole.
Yo, yo, yo,
How do I stop this
yo.
thing?
Push the pause button. Or don't.
Is
You
it-
know, it's all good.
There ain't no brakes on the crazy train,
Does
motherfucker.
No, no,
I
no, no.
drive really slow.
Pip is the
in
magic
ultra
pony,
fast lane.
Fennec.
Pip the magic pony.
It doesn't go
flew
quite like that, but there
through
are
the
songs.
air And frolicked
There's
in
even-
the Russian mist.
Ivan's big brothers even sing a
Like
song about being
Ivan
drunk.
did it.
Dragon was
Good
another
stuff.
one I watched
Yes.
all the time.
Quality
Pete's
70s
Dragon.
entertainment.
Oh.
The original Pete's
Yes,
Dragon, yes.
I loved it when he made the apples hot, and I was like, oh
Yes.
gosh, that
Oh
looks
my
amazing.
gosh, the roast apples.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah, that was the bomb. And the guy, the doctor
Yep.
guy was
Mhm.
so terrifying. I had nightmares about him. And like when
Yep.
they
Right.
captured
Okay,
Elliot.
so
Oh, it's
so here's
terrible.
we're gonna
Yeah.
have to
Mother
pull them
Nature
back
by
here.
Sound, Yes.
You kind of got them started in a nostalgia hole, so I'm gonna have to
Maybe.
pull the plug. And it was fun doing this. This was great. We should do this again next Christmas.
In
Maybe.
March,
Or
next
either on the
quarter, if
15th
we-
or the 29th. We're undecided.
If we celebrate
More
Christmas
votes
somewhere.
for the 29th so far.
We'll see.
There's more votes for
And,
James's
oh
birthday.
yeah, Princess Bride, also a good one.
Oh my God, yes. Oh yeah, that happened before high school. Yes,
Not for me, that was
Princess
high school for
Bride.
me. For
Yeah.
high school, Princess Bride definitely. And
I think that was like
Willow.
9th grade for
and
me or
Roxanne.
something.
Yes.
Oh, Roxanne.
That was
With
one
the
of my-
with the nose.
Yeah,
that was
Cyrano
good.
de Bergerac was one of my
Yeah.
favorite plays in high school. So when that came out,
Yes.
that was a big.
Dirty Rotten
Alrighty.
Scoundrels.
That
That's
was
a good one.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you so much, Finnick. All right. So thank you all for listening or watching along with us. I'm going to see how to get this up on YouTube for anybody who missed it. And on Christmas Day, I'm going to release just the audio in our RSS stream. So and I'm not going to be doing a whole lot of editing with that. So kind of what you hear
Thank
is
you,
what
Fennec.
you get. Yes, thank you for being our moderator, Fennec. Thank you. Thank you to Russ Morrissey for making the system that we're playing.
Yes, Morris, you rock.
Yes, thank you, Chad, for bleeding out his life's blood editing this fucking show.
Yeah. Whatever,
you, Chad.
Chad. You're great. Sure.
Happy whatever you celebrate or not. We're probably going to be taking a couple of breaks here and there in January, just because we have a whole bunch of stuff going on in audio. On the 21st of January, we are doing our first live show.
Rune and Board, Hillsboro.
Rune and
Locals,
Board.
come say hi.
Hillsboro, Oregon. So if anybody is in Oregon at that time,
Come give us love.
yes, give us love because
Yes.
we're going to be really, really drunk so we can deal with the stage
If
fright.
you show up, I will personally
ain't got
buy
no
you a
stage
shot
fright.
after the show.
Right.
You don't scare me.
Yeah, we'll see.
You're saving up for that from now.
It's going to be kind of like this.
I get a bonus around there sometime anyway.
It's
so.
going to be
All
a
right.
lot like this.
And I will try
I
to
don't
With
get
no
record.
enough
delay.
people to make
Well,
that
I'm going to
bankrupt,
try to
so.
record the audio for that too, so we can release that as well when needed. And we'll just take it from there. So,
Right?
all right. So, goodbye, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, nurse!
Jesus Christ. Adios.
Mana, mana.